See, the thing is, I want all the smoke. I ain't gonna hold you.
Shit a little shiny.
Don't do that.
I ain't gonna hold you. You know that Jubilee bracelet be a little glimmery.
She's rich out here. Mandii, my rich friend.
I'm not. I was like, listen.
She rolled the sleeve up on the niggas. Let me hit the niggas with the up sleeves.
Yeah,
she did.
You gotta chill.
She wasn't gonna wear it and not let you see it. Not the diamonds on her dancing.
I'm just saying, I've been around. I know niggas put the sleeve up for the picture.
This is my first.
Nigga be having on a leather
watch,
coat. They put the watch over the coat sleeve. Like, I'm with you.
Not over the coat sleeve.
This is my first time buying a watch. It's actually probably something at this even price point outside of moving into a New York City fucking apartment.
Right, where you have to drop 12 bands.
You dropping 12 bands just to move into a fucking apartment out here.
Yep.
You got to drop like 4 times the rent to move in. Yeah, shit's crazy out here.
Y'all niggas dying to live over here.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, it's
don't
New
do
Jersey.
That. No, I don't want to do Jersey.
And pay the same amount in property taxes if I wanted to buy something.
But you renting in New York.
That's
12
fine.
grand is
That's
a
fine.
deposit. Is a
Here we go.
A deposit for a house.
Okay, you is not gonna real estate us to death.
Y'all brought this up. I don't want no beef though.
That's what's not gonna happen. Well, I'm glad that you finally.
Nice watch.
Thank you.
That should have been the song we started with.
Yeah.
Nice watch.
We're getting there. Let's go ahead and let's start the pod. Goddamn it. Y'all knew how we was starting it this week. Goddamn. Y'all already know. Welcome. See, the thing is podcast. And you hate all my accents.
I just don't know where they're from. I don't know the origins. Like, if it was a Jeopardy question for like Final Jeopardy, everybody would get it wrong.
I mean, I have my own accent too, so there's that. But you know what? We gonna let this ride. Y'all, I love him so much. You're not gonna. Don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me. By the way, you coming to the tour with me?
No.
No?
No.
Oh, okay. I have my.
I might go, but I have a hard time at concerts.
Hey.
Yo, he went crazy.
He went
crazy, dog.
He went stupid.
Ferrari.
You already know Heaven's EP.
Philosophy.
Yo, he went.
But he always does. And you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I feel like
this.
Yes, he does. He's been doing this.
No, he gets busy. This shit right here was a little extra sauce.
Yeah, it was.
Oh my God. If anyone knows me, they knew this was how we were gonna start this motherfucking week's podcast.
Yeah, had to.
Guys, y'all already know what it is. It's your girl Mandii B. And I'm sitting with my girl, BK. And y'all, we got the light bright, green-eyed bandit in the motherfucking building. I would love to go ahead and issue a warm welcome. We have him here. You hear him, guys. Do you want to introduce yourself, green-eyed bandit?
This your thing.
For those of y'all that are not new to the JBN, you should recognize the voice at this point. I feel like they should know your voice now. Does that happen to you anywhere when you go somewhere? They're like, yo,
it did take me a while.
That's Ish from the Joe Budden podcast.
No, they did. When we was at Versus, they was running up to this nigga asking for his autograph. I swear to God. I was like,
at the Versus?
At the Versus, they was running up.
Ish had fans at the Versus?
Nah, he really did. Y'all, we got Ish from the JBP in the building. We got the mashup going on.
We gotta play. You gotta give him a little soundbite. We gotta give him.
I did. I gave him a little round of applause.
Okay.
I mean,
you don't need no round of applause.
He's also light skinned, so I don't know what I should play for him.
This is very subtle. He's very quick. You know, he's not. He doesn't really meet all of the stereotypical standards that we have for light skins. He really doesn't.
He
doesn't?
What
are they?
No.
What are they?
What are they? What's the stereotypical things for light skins? Oh, and you know what? Here we go. They gonna come for you now.
That's okay. I don't mind. It's my tribe. I can talk about myself. Sensitive, dramatic.
Oh.
Entitled.
Oh.
None of that.
Hypocritical. A little
bit. I don't think so.
We all are.
I kind of stand in it, and if I'm doing some bullshit, I'll tell you I'm doing some bullshit. Or I'm caping.
Yeah, I'm telling you I'm doing some bullshit, and then that's just the way it is.
I don't really.
But by the way, you're light skin. You
that.
Can't be on here just licking your lips either.
Like
I know.
Jesus Christ.
What what? What did I do? Is that what you did when we met? You was licking your lips.
Also, there's a yes.
Can you tell the story? Because I don't remember because I be drunk when I be out.
That's all right.
But I also
You can
have
blame
always,
it on the It's cool. You got it.
I'm always very bold. That's why I believe you wholeheartedly that it happened.
What happened?
Fam, I ain't get your number from the sky.
All right. So can you, I guess, tell the listeners? Because, I
don't really remember. I just remember you bagging me.
Wow.
No, because...
Did we ever go on a date, though?
Nah.
Because you light skinned. I bagged you.
You wouldn't have remembered going on a date, Mandii?
Nah, I ain't gonna hold you. Not back in my day. Not when a bitch was going on dates just to eat. You know how many niggas I don't
Mad
remember
girls.
going on.
A lot of girls do
Mad
that.
girls.
That was me. I was going on dates because I was hungry. I was poor back then.
I mean, girl, I feel you. Get yours. I'm not mad.
And maybe not that poor because I met him. I was doing a hosting, so I was hosting at the Palace.
Yeah, you weren't.
That
that
was
poor
back when
then.
I was on my Sticky Pages days. When I was
What does that mean?
So Don Diva is a magazine, and I was on the Sticky Pages part. Sticky Pages means that's where the niggas in jail.
That's
That's where they got residue.
So yeah, I did a little bit of that.
She bagged me.
Damn.
No, because I'm shy. I don't talk. I don't push up.
But wait,
I believe that.
I
don't
never
know that.
push up. So you had to engage and initiate a conversation. And
I'm
I
pretty
ain't
good
gay.
at
I'm gonna go when you crack the door. I'm gonna rush the door. But you definitely.
But you know
the
what?
conversation.
You know what this makes me feel like though? I feel like maybe you just gave me your number to be nice because if we never went on a date, like if I give a nigga my number, that doesn't mean he bagged me. It means I probably just wanted him to go away, and I thought that would get him away. Like if we never,
You would give a man your
You'll
number
give somebody your number for the
absolutely,
hours?
away?
absolutely,
Your real number?
yes. Because then, bro,
But then
I
if
could
the
block
niggas
them.
are buggable,
Right.
I
and
could
then
block people from
this
my
was
number now.
This was the block days.
we couldn't block anybody.
I don't think we
back
could block
then.
back then.
No,
To be clear,
okay.
that was eons ago.
2011, 2012.
Somewhere
Well,
around
give me 2012, 2013.
It might have been
When you
about
were
that.
born, you couldn't block people.
Don't do
then.
that. Don't do
You
that.
could not block people then.
So that's a running joke here. If you don't know that I was born in
And Mandii
2012.
was born in 2012.
But it's only because I don't understand nothing from New York and the early days of.
early 2000s. There's no like understanding of
There
music
is.
or.
There is, but there's not.
Because you're from the South.
Yes.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah.
So she's
for
clear
sure.
on like all the southern cultural
Boosie and
impactful
them.
things.
Yeah, but we don't speak of that man's name in here. He's so
sorry.
problematic.
Yeah, no.
One of your girlfriends that I'm friends with, she told me one time, I didn't know who he was. She told me he was God.
What?
Excuse me? Wait, excuse me?
Are you sure that was Mandi's friend?
Absolutely.
Wait, she said that.
I didn't know who he was. She the person that told me.
She
who
said
he was.
Boosie was God.
Yeah.
But you know what? She's also someone that
And you still talk to this person?
Yeah, but she also knows every Trina verse and Trick Daddy anthem.
So you know I ain't lying.
Yeah, no, but Boosie, is God.
I didn't know who he was because up here we didn't like.
We don't care.
know.
That was not a thing.
He never got played on the radio. or
yes,
nothing
he
here.
did.
Here?
Y'all knew the song with Webby. Was he in that song with Webby?
Which one?
INDEPENDENT.
Oh,
Do
I
you
didn't
know
know
what that mean? Y'all
I don't know if we.
I remember
I remember
that
that song. I don't remember Boosie on that song.
Yeah.
No?
Or if he was, I wouldn't identify Webby, or I wouldn't know them
I
if
wouldn't
they
know.
was wrong.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know.
God.
I wouldn't know. Sorry.
This is
New York is kind of
sad.
ignorant, right?
No, this is
No,
really
we
bad.
just it's like New York and the South both had their own shit. Like there's shit that you know that you look at me like, you don't know this Trina song? And I'm like, no, bitch, I was listening to Foxy and Kim. I don't know the Trina songs.
How old are you, Bridget?
35.
And you got us. You're half a century, right?
Wow. We are firing from all cylinders.
And I don't want no
I don't know
beef.
why.
I'm on my light skin sucker shit. I don't want no
Oh
beef.
my
You just pop
God.
out. Like, all right.
I me too,
I
but you are
know.
right.
45. Nigga.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm more appreciative of men in that realm now. I think that there's a lot for y'all to still learn and unlearn. But I'm appreciating older men now, and the salt and pepper, and
Yeah,
oh yes. Sorry, I had a long night last night. And it
Anyway,
was
how are
amazing.
you, Ish? How was your week?
Man.
Did you do anything exciting?
Work. I'm a workaholic.
Are you?
Do you think that?
Capricorn.
Well,
Oh God.
let's not
start
blame your
your
workaholic.
No. The Capricorn, no. Both. I know quite a few Capricorns. One of my really close friends is a Capricorn, and she has no concept of life outside of what the work realm
That's
is.
one of the
Yeah. I mean, it's fulfilling.
But do you feel healthy? Because
like
I'm literally leaving to Mexico tomorrow to take a break. I don't even want to bring my laptop.
Y'all niggas getting that money
Don't
around here. Mexico, LA, Reno. I need to be on the thing is.
Look, you don't even know the fucking.
Y'all getting it over here.
I need to be on the thing.
See, the thing is. I left out the C.
He said I gotta be on the thing
Word,
is. Yeah. I hate you. Don't do that.
That nigga's living.
What's crazy? What's crazy though? Mandii is the same way. Mandii is very much so needs to have some sort of schedule and structure and itinerary in life. We were talking about this on vacation. When you go on vacation, are you a person that likes to sit the fuck down and just enjoy the peace? Or are you a person that's like, on Monday we have these 7 activities. On Tuesday we're trying all of these things.
When I go initially, the itinerary thing sounds dope.
Right.
But when I get there, I want to sleep.
Yeah.
I want to chill. I want to relax.
Okay.
And then typically, the girl will make you do the volcano and the fucking what you call them things, the
cenotes,
that the Steve whatever died
Steve
from
Irwin.
Yeah, he died from
the scuba diving or snorkeling.
But the things that stabbed them,
the stingrays.
Yes, they make you do all of that shit.
I mean,
men don't want to do that.
I mean, I want to swim with dolphins, not stingrays, but.
I mean, I might fuck with Flipper, but I ain't really want to do the stingray shit.
I don't know anybody that wants to do the stingray shit after Steve Irwin thing.
Oh, well, I'm not gonna lie.
Girls want to do that.
Me and my homegirl are going because we were supposed to be going as coping single bitches, and then I was like, well, I could still cope with you for your singleness when I'm back with my niggas. So I was like, look, but we made a whole itinerary.
I just be letting her. I'm a spectator at this point.
But see, this is the problem. I was single for like 2 weeks, and in those 2 weeks, I just started booking flights, and I was miserable. I was like, let me get out of
the whole weeks.
It was.
I was like, I just need to go away with my girls. I need to be out of here.
I booked a flight to Atlanta, and I went to Atlanta and hung out with my friends, and then. Yeah, my homegirl called me and she was trying to come here to New York. And I was like, well, bitch, I'm single too. Let's just go somewhere. And I looked up, miles was lit. Like, I'm going to fucking Mexico for like 18,000 miles. That's nothing.
That's amazing.
That's crazy. Yeah. And so we were supposed to be there and sulk in each other's singleness. So now I just have to be there and support her. Like, girl, you don't need that nigga, girl. Move on.
Now you just gonna tell her, look at Trevor with the abs over there and go do your thing.
What?
That's what you're gonna do.
That's really what she's gonna do. That's Mandi's role.
Cute, girl.
I mean,
or you gonna go over to the nigga for him with your loud ass and be like, look, you see my girl?
I'd be like, you see my friend over there? You see her glistening?
She horny. She miserable and horny.
No, okay. Now see, I don't just be giving up my friends' pussies like that, but if that's what she needs, if she tells me, oh my God, I'm just in need of some loving.
Some lust.
I'm gonna make sure I help her out. When you go on vacation, I mean, that's the thing. It's so weird for me. And again, this is me coming back to my whole ways. Now when I book my own self to travel, I don't want to have sex with just like anyone on vacation. It's weird because I felt like I only like to have sex on vacation when I got flued out. So now that I be like, I brought myself here. Ain't nobody getting no.
There's no worthy really, dick here. I paid for my own hotel.
That's literally how I think. And what's crazy is I know a lot.
Bite a hole in my lip over here.
I just know a lot of men assume that when women travel still, that they're traveling with men or for men or were sponsored by men. And ironically, yes, in my 20s, that was the case. But now it'd be like, I got this on myself. This coochie is for me.
Not just that when you work a lot, dog, I'm not going to hold you. Just staying in a hotel, in a new bed with the clean-ass sheets, dog, I could sleep for 7-8 hours straight. Yeah. Like, I don't got to do nothing.
Right.
Football on, I'll cut the TV on, and I'll just be sitting in there, phone off, laptop on the other side of the bed, dog, just enjoying that little bit of solitude.
Is that an age thing though? Do you feel like when you were younger, you felt like you had FOMO and you needed to be outside on vacation? Because I used to feel that way too. But I'm half into the activities, itinerary, stuff like that because I like to also visit places that have something that's culturally enriching to try to like, you know what I mean? I want to go to a museum or I want to try local restaurants and things like that. Like the all-inclusive shit for me was never a thing. Like if I've done it and I've enjoyed it, but if I've done it, it's only been to go for like a wedding or
you mentioned FOMO, but if we're even talking about overworking here for whatever reason, like, and it's crazy because as kids we could like sleep in until like 11 noon sometimes.
Oh no, not now.
I'm now even where if I am not awake and moving by 8:30, I feel guilty. Like, that's how bad my overworking mentality is right now. Like,
but that's also why I said to you, the itinerary on vacation every single minute of your time is dedicated
Monday
to.
I got free after
good.
Taboo.
Taboo is a day party. Anyway, she got a schedule. She got an itinerary for this vacation, which to me is still very much in the mindset of you're working.
It's working.
You're still filling your time with shit to do rather than just sit with yourself for a minute.
My friend literally made a whole
itinerary.
She need dick.
Y'all look is this saying she needs dick?
Absolutely.
She even put
She put the little flowers and trees.
There's a palm tree. There is a pencil drawn palm tree on this.
penguins and shit.
we have
like
our
that.
dinner
Shit.
reservations and everything on here. I mean, I just think, to me, it's so weird. I'm doing things spontaneously bring me anxiety. Doing things without a schedule bring me anxiety.
Like control person.
It's really
Mandy's a control person.
and it's really bad. So like, it's funny because I didn't go to Spain with my friends, and when I went to Atlanta and I was hanging with my girl, she was like, so me and Adriana actually were like, kind of glad you didn't show up because we just went with the flow every day, and we know that that would have drove you crazy to not have tours planned or reservations at restaurants.
What part of Spain?
We were supposed to do Barcelona and then Ibiza. Like,
You picked
same.
Atlanta.
well, no, don't do that. They went. I was supposed to go. My flight was booked. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? This is why I can't stand him.
Fam, you picked Atlanta
I mean,
over Ibiza.
well, no. At the time, they were level 4.
Right. It had more to do with COVID than it
had-
did anything else.
And I hadn't gotten my second shot yet. So I was just like, I'm not finna go over there and be stuck. Ibiza's expensive as fuck. Like, nigga, and then you have to stay in the COVID hotels. So before you go over there, you have to sign like that you understand all the risks.
Yeah.
And they even made it where we had to take a COVID test between Barcelona and Ibiza. And I was just like, at this point, we're even spending $300 on COVID testing.
Right.
I
Then,
just went there.
then when if you get stuck there, it's $2,200 a night in their COVID hotel.
What?
And you got to stay there. I said, I'm not getting stuck
10
spending
days.
20 for 10 days, 20 grand. No, absolutely not.
Wow.
So I was just like, my anxiety just with that already wasn't going to let me do
I'm
it.
trying to think of when I went there.
You went on a
crazy.
vacation or by yourself?
I definitely didn't go to Spain by myself.
I mean,
I didn't know.
I mean,
y'all out here talking about guys trips too. Maybe it was a guys trip.
And I said I can't go.
Oh.
Yeah, you It depends on where the trip is. How do you justify to your chick you going to Brazil?
no, there's no justification.
No justification.
You know what's crazy?
Unless,
I'm going to DR.
I
unless
wouldn't
you are
mind.
playing in the World Cup.
Yes, unless you are running around with Ronaldo and them.
Correct.
You stay your dumb ass in the States.
You know what's crazy? I don't feel that way. My man, he could travel wherever he wants.
Well, Brazil,
to.
I feel that way because there is a
Brazil,
incredible amount of
like Brazil,
STDs running around in
DR,
Brazil.
Costa Rica. It's certain spots where me as a man,
Yes.
I know what happens. My man and them literally just came back from DR.
Okay.
They rented a big ass Airbnb. This was last week.
Did you see the video on Twitter going around that says that and it's girls hopping out of a truck and they're like,
And
you
the
can
dude
get
said,
this
yo,
for
you could get the
$40.
What's shorty name? Bernice. He like, yo, you're not gonna give me the Bernice looking bitch for $40 though.
Wait, and they're $40 out there for real.
$15. My friends be like, yo, dog, for $15.
No, would you trust a woman charging that? Okay, now here we go. Hypothetical.
So
Hypothetical.
15, 40. Like she just comes with an overwhelming amount of confidence at 40.
Hypothetical question. If you were buying sex, would it matter the rate that a woman puts on her?
Absolutely.
So like a $40, like 40 and 15, that's too close. But here in the States, like I know girls that go for like $500 and girls that go for $2,500.
I know girls that go for $200.
Oh yeah, Tootsies, they still do. But unless they went up with COVID prices.
Oh my
I don't know.
God.
But go ahead. Keep going.
But do you judge a girl, like, do you believe that they rate themselves the way? Like, would you judge them by their price?
I look at the risk associated. Like I'm not the biggest tricker dude. So what I'm saying is, take it off of money.
Okay.
Me personally,
Yes.
I've had very, very, very few one night stands. Me personally, because I look at it in the same. I look at it in the same light. Like, dog, if she'll fuck me in 6 hours, if I was a little bit cuter, I was a little bit funny, I could have fucked her in 4 hours. That scares me. Right? If I could fuck you in today, you don't know me, you don't know my last name, you don't really know nothing about me, unless there are times where we can really engage and we could have a chemistry and we could just literally feel like I knew you forever. That's possible.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Are you telling me you're almost 50 years old and you still would judge a woman if she gave you pussy on the first date?
No, I didn't say that. It's not about judging her. That scares me.
Okay.
From a health standpoint.
From a health, yeah.
Because you brought up
the risk of
$50
it.
pussy versus $500
Right.
pussy. Like, it's a different level in risk to me. Because everybody got $10. So you just fucking a zillion niggas versus everybody having
Right.
$500.
Right.
So your level of, or your quantity is lower.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
I would be concerned in another country too about being set up. I would be concerned about being set up. That would be a concern
yeah.
for me.
I've only
Like,
been
I
to
would be
DR
more
once and niggas
concerned
got robbed.
about
Really?
I would be way more concerned about being set up in situations like that rather than be worried. Yeah.
You know what's crazy that you
I
say that
wouldn't
though?
really judge,
Well, we
but-
kind of talked about it. A lot of women, we automatically have our antennas up. And is that like what
Dudes do
concerns
too.
do dudes have?
Men do too.
Is it just the
About getting robbed? Yeah.
I have some industry friends, right? As we know, I got some ball player friends, as we know.
no one here knows you, but okay.
No, I'm saying just say we know
We
that like dog.
Yo, you are really.
I ain't even gonna say nothing. I'm
You are
slipping a
shooting
jab,
from the
and you see I'm
hip.
slipping
Like,
a jab.
come on.
I'm just slipping a jab.
Just give a little.
I don't want no sauce. Dog, I think that every man thinks about that at some point. Even, and again, I used to be in the street.
Right.
Street dudes think about that. So you at the tunnel, you meet some New York chick. She live in Harlem. Niggas be circling the block 15 times before they settle in. You looking at your surroundings. You call shorty and say this. And again, this like cell phones are relatively new. I'm talking about the 90s, early 2000s. You meet a chick from New York. You ain't have a phone. So you had to go to the phone booth. Yeah, I'm downstairs in your building.
Oh.
You could go to shorty building and then Moop and them is on your ass when you downstairs waiting for her. You think you waiting for her. They waiting for you.
This sounds like a movie because I had a cell
the
phone in
truth,
middle school.
No, that's-
Yeah.
Like it's crazy the idea of like even living up here now. I can't imagine how people used to meet up. Like
Payphones.
in New York.
Payphones.
Like
Payphones, but also you couldn't not be on time, or if something had like you couldn't. There was no convenience factor around like texting somebody like, "Hey, I'm running like 30 minutes late." Nah, you gonna miss it. I'm not gonna wait 30 minutes for you. I'm gonna wait maybe 15, and if you don't show up, I'm out.
And I'm from New Jersey, but I can only imagine how it was in the city.
Oh yeah.
so wait, does CP time just happen with phones then?
No.
Niggas just like no because
No.
I'm like
You was waiting.
you was just waiting.
You was waiting.
Oh
For the right nigga, you was
hell
waiting.
no.
Yeah.
Do be done, just mad.
Oh hell
Yeah.
no!
But
I
no.
wasn't. I was never waiting.
I was about to
going
say.
home. Oh no, I was going home. It was giving.
Well,
oh,
I
I'm
was,
just gonna,
you know, I
I'm
might
just
have
gonna
picked you
train.
up from your crib.
Yeah.
So you mad that I got to your house late.
You
but
know
you're
what's
still
crazy?
home.
I'm so big on time.
not.
Again, that's another thing. Maybe because I like
I'm not either.
I'm so big on time. I'm huge on showing up on time. Actually, I believe in showing
Mandy
up
likes
early.
to be early.
I show up early because early is on time. On time is late. Late is unacceptable.
It's one of our friends.
Yeah,
that nigga's the most prompt nigga on the planet.
I'm very
And
timely.
we always butt heads because time is not my strong suit.
Me either.
And
I've gotten better. I have gotten better.
too. I've gotten better
but
too.
it's definitely not my strong.
It's not my
suit.
thing.
Time management is not.
You know what's crazy? I it's so weird. I don't know. Time to me, while you guys are saying y'all don't look at time, and I'm curious to know even our listeners how they view it as adults now. But to me, it's one of the biggest signs of disrespect.
it is. And a
And
girl
so
I dated.
if you don't show up to me, if you don't show up somewhere on time, or you have me waiting, specifically podcasting, my other pod, we done had niggas show up late.
No.
You're not coming on. Bye. Sorry, you're late, and you will not get rescheduled.
It's disrespectful.
I don't
and
like the
it's
late.
not-
Oh yeah, well that's how we
it's not
operate
really
here too. We would
business
never.
appropriate.
Yeah.
It's not. It is. I agree. I've gotten better. A girl I used to date, she really like tore me up one time.
Oh yeah.
Was like, Ish, it's so disrespectful. And she is a mogul, right? All this, I'm always, if I could be on time, you could be on time. I got way more shit going on than you. And I was like,
Yeah.
and she was
That's
like,
fair.
I'm like, yo, I'll pay the babysitter. She's like, fam,
That's not even the point.
it's not the point.
Yeah.
Like, yo, dog, and she broke it down like, yo, it is really disrespectful to always be late. I'm late a lot.
But see, that's also disrespectful for men to just put out their goddamn wallet.
Yeah,
Men
like
love
it was
standing
nothing.
on their wallet
Yeah, like it was nothing.
Like,
Well,
and that to me,
because most men, and I won't even say most men, some
are we
men,
getting- are we going there?
But some women too. they get away with the concept that the ends justify the means.
Compensation is compensation.
Yeah, but the ends don't justify the means to me. And my man does that to me sometimes, and I have to let him know. It's like, well, did anything happen? But did you die? And it's like, bro, that's not even the point.
Yeah.
I don't need to, I'm not signing up to die. I'm not signing up to have to tolerate whatever comes in this interim, in this in-between, just so that at the end we could be like, well, nothing happened, nothing went wrong. We still made our reservation, or like.
That's true. That's me.
Yeah, no. I don't like to throw, I don't like to.
And I think men and women might look at it differently.
Sometimes.
Like, we live in most men. Look at shit like that as minor and minute.
Right.
Women kind of stand on that a little more.
A lot more.
So I think that we kind of look at it differently. Like, dudes be like, yo, he late. All right, fuck. Hurry up, nigga. Like, it's nothing.
Dudes are expecting us to be late. I feel like most men expect women to be late to all things. And it's always
Interesting.
That's true.
Yeah, I do. I think most men expect women to be late.
You're not a girl.
So what am I? What am I?
You're a dude with
Don't do that, because my
vagina.
man actually says that, so I hate that. He says I be pumping
And he knows
my
you
chest.
better than me.
Yeah, okay. Well,
It don't take you that long to get ready for stuff. It takes me a long
it doesn't.
time.
Oh, I be ready in like 15
I need
minutes.
a playlist. I will literally step out of the shower to change the song. Like, no. It's not the mood. It's not the mood I needed. I needed a different mood for this moment.
Oh, see, and I bring the phone in the shower with me. I'm going to make sure everything gets done. Look, see.
Well, that I know, because Mandii and I will be on FaceTime and I'm doing my makeup and she's, you know what I mean? She's in the shower talking to me and I'm just like, Mandii, you could just call me back. So
No, I got to go.
She's like, no, once I get out, I got to hit. I'm like, I'm on a schedule. I'm like, okay, no problem.
Phone in the shower too.
I get it.
That's
Really?
Yeah, see.
every day.
We busy, that's why. Busy, overworking people. We shouldn't be bringing our phones in the shower with us. That's really sad. We may need to bring this up in therapy, actually.
Jesus.
I did want to get into where we starting with today.
I don't know. We have so many things.
We do. You want to start with Ari?
We can.
I want to start with Ari. Do you mind starting with Ari?
I'm gonna start. We can start with.
Because since we got Mr. Real Estate in the building,
man. Yeah.
we have quite a few things regarding it, but pretty much Ari Fletcher, who you guys may know of as Moneybagg Yo's girlfriend, recently, yes.
I didn't know he was talking about.
Yes. So for his birthday, she gifted him 28.8 acres worth of land. This was to celebrate his 30th. The crazy part of this was he gave her a car.
You're already chuckling. You're already chuckling.
Can we wait? Why are you chuckling?
No, go ahead.
No, I mean,
Why? Why are you laughing?
I just also wanted to bring up that for her birthday, he got her a car. And no, I do want to know kind of why the chuckle was going on.
No, I thought you were going to talk about something else. Because I heard he said, word, it was only 28.8. It should have been 30 because I turned 30. Or he said some funny shit like that.
He did not say that.
That's what I heard he
said. But did he mean it?
I don't know.
That had to
But I thought that's where you were going.
That had to be a joke.
It might have been a joke. Probably was a joke.
That had to be a joke. Well,
yeah, it probably was a joke.
It was a joke.
I mean, I kind of just wanted to dig into, I don't know, gift giving and a woman showing up as much for a man. What did you say off air, Bridget?
No, I think we rarely see women go above and beyond for men. We don't see it that often.
I think it happens more than we know.
Okay.
I think it really happens way more than we know.
But
I think it depends on your demo.
Okay.
So there are a shitload of hardworking women out here that get to it.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Not the chicks that's out here looking for a nigga for what he can provide. There are a bunch of stand-up women that get to it. I know a million of them.
Right.
6-figure chicks that get busy, right? The demo is the gimme that we're referring to.
Right.
In those women. So when you start getting dudes that the ball players, the rappers, all of that shit, we get a stigma with them. That the women that they attract and the women that they're looking for are the gimme bitches. Corporate America women aren't really out here on that gimme shit.
No, they're not.
Right? So we had a thing on a pod a couple weeks ago where we started talking about the 1099 shit.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Women were responding like, fam, I see absolutely nothing wrong with that. And it was a point in time where Parks and I agreed, like our chicks would be cool with that. And the other and Joe and Ice were like, nah, hell no. Again, I think that it's just dependent upon where your girl comes from, what her walk of life was, what her path was. Her gifting him 28 acres. If your dude, one, I don't know him, I don't know her. But what I see from the artists in the South or in the Midwest, these niggas be about their business.
They do.
These niggas really be about their business.
They really do.
Right? So it don't just be all floss with them. Some of them, I'm sure them niggas own mad real estate. Them niggas be having companies. Again, but you learning from the OG niggas. Even, what's the jokers from Atlanta? That the Migos sent them and signed to them.
Oh, QC.
Them niggas be about their business.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Shout out
The
Coach
Puffs, the Jays, all of them have kind of set the stage for the young people to follow. It's just not the music business for us. It's a whole, this is the platform that you use to get in the room.
It's just weird because this was being praised, and I do remember, and I don't know if it was maybe just because of his cheating allegations, but people hated that Cardi was giving Offset so much earlier on in their relationship. Yeah. And I mean, you're right. I guess we don't see it from women often, but I'll be honest with you too.
But I agree though. I agree
Chicks
that there are more.
Yeah.
I agree that it probably happens more often than we see, but also because, like you said, it has more to do with the demo, right?
Yeah.
Like our generation of even artists, think about it. We don't know. We just know Jay-Z and Beyonce were married and buying each other shit. We didn't know who was Upgrade You was a song about literally a woman putting her man in Purple Label.
What's the other shit? To the left. Like, nigga, I bought that Jag.
Yes, I paid for that.
Yeah. So I think that women that get money, that
we
come
just
from getting
see
money,
it all the time.
they don't mind spending their money.
No.
I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know about upgrading a nigga, but I'm also from the era of the
The demo.
I'm not gonna lie.
You are in that
I was
demo.
a part of
That's
that
your
demo
demo.
for a
Yes.
long time.
That is
But
your
not only
demo.
that, I even know now, like now that I have it and I'm good, like I still have friends of mine that question, wait, you pay when y'all go out sometimes? Or
crazy to
Oh,
me.
listen, I had
or
that
he-
conversation the other night.
That's crazy to me.
And a guy was like, how could you, why would you ever want to go 50-50 on anything? And I was like,
I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
Who raised y'all?
But it's
Like,
crazy. But it's crazy.
A lot of us grew up in homes in single parent
really?
households.
We did. Yeah.
Like a lot of us grew up in single parent households with a mother. Some people with siblings, multiple kids in a household and taking care of everybody financially. So what are y'all talking
And
about?
I did, but that was my problem. And I told you, I'm probably finna bring that up in therapy too. Like I didn't want to grow up dating like my mom. She was a
either.
single parent who had a man move in. She worked multiple jobs, took care of us, paid that nigga phone bill just for him to still cheat in her car.
My mom was making good money and
never
didn't want to
wanted
ask
that.
and never wanted to ask for anything because she was too prideful. So it's like, well, I got
It's
it.
a
I take
gift
care of
and
it,
a
so I
curse.
don't need nothing.
It's a gift and a
It
curse.
is.
And so when you grew up with your mom saying that, you know what that rubs off on the women? I don't need no man.
Correct, which is wrong. We've had
poison,
to
my
work
nigga.
so
It is
hard.
poison.
We've had to. I still struggle with letting my man pay for things.
It's poison.
Still, I
And-
still struggle with asking for shit sometimes. It's just that silly that he's like.
I mean,
yo,
And so then they equate
yeah.
financial independence with not needing a man. When provision is not just financial. That demo too. Provision
I
is
was
not
gonna say,
just financial, fam.
But even growing up, like you had the independent, all the women who independent, like everything was, you don't need a man. Growing up, it was bugaboos. It was get out of here. Like,
But then conversely, they'll say, can you pay my bills?
right.
right,
You right.
in the same breath,
Same chicks.
in the same breath.
writers. Same
album,
artists.
the same album.
Actually, same album.
I don't know if it's the same album, but
Yeah,
it
it
might be. So again, I think women out here really aren't, and again, y'all thought I was gonna say something different. Chicks out here really deserve they kudos. I know a bunch of them that are really getting busy. And I know I've never dated a girl, like dated a girl that was cheap.
Right.
Like I go to the bathroom, my girl will pay the bill.
Yeah.
There's
You be
some-
mad, like, yo, what you doing? Yo, put your card away. Like you fighting over who gonna pay.
There's
right?
some unlearning.
I don't know that
There's
side
some
of
unlearning
women.
for a lot of, I think, the women in their early to mid 20s and even like I said, I don't want to say demo, but yeah, the women even around me, that's a thing. Like,
That's a demo, though.
I told my friends are also the friends where there's certain ones that I won't invite out because my nigga, depending how he even likes you, he don't want to sit here and pay for 3-4 friends that pull up. But that demo of my friends expect my man,
On
because he's my man,
purpose.
to pay for everything, and they'll sit there and order
On purpose.
everything, and then just get up like
the $30 glass of wine, the
Yes.
$40 glass of wine. I want the lobster tail, all of that shit, and barely
then-
eat it.
And the man at the table is supposed to
Is
pay.
supposed to pay.
But I have a lot of friends that are still that way, and
That's
so
that
that's where it's unfortunate. Where there is a lot of unlearning. There's a lot of conversations that I am having now with my friends too, and I hate that it's even the Twitter timeline topics, but like the split the bill conversations, the who moves in with who conversations, all of those conversations regarding like, or even just what growth of or building a relationship looks like. You know what I mean? Especially when a lot of us don't make equal amounts of money. So what does that look like as well?
But there's two parts to that problem, right? The one problem in being that women have normalized that standard that men are just supposed to show up and do that. Right?
Yeah.
But the other
Yeah,
part of
we have.
also
We
and
have.
a lot of the reason that women have that expectation from men in general is because we're so used to not getting provision in any other area. So we're used to not having the same levels of mental and emotional capacity and being able to meet each other where we are on those journeys in the same space. We're not used to having that. That's demo too. We're not used to.
I was just about to say, I think that's a demo thing too.
We're not used to meeting men that really take the time to do the work to unlearn a lot of their conditioning stuff. We don't. My generation doesn't.
Do y'all really want those dudes?
Yes.
100%.
People say it on.
No.
Wait.
Okay.
People say it that they want that guy,
Yes.
but that guy might only make 70 grand.
But see, this is.
So-
but why do y'all do that? Why
I'm
do
about
y'all?
to give you. I'm about to tell you why, and y'all both gonna agree.
Okay, talk to me.
When a man starts to make a certain amount of money, I'm generalizing, of course, but you guys have dated more men than me, of course. Right?
Fair enough.
When a dude starts to make a certain amount of money, a certain level of entitlement comes with that bread.
Okay.
So a lot of dudes feel like, I don't gotta go change your oil. I pay all the bills in this bitch. I don't have to go pay your oil. I grew up with my uncle washing my aunt's car every single weekend, changing all her oil, doing all the manly man shit. Right? I've had girls tell me, dog, I've gotten pussy from a girl. This is a true story. Had a man. Her dude couldn't change blinds, but he made mad money, but he couldn't do shit around the house. Right? So you want both. And a lot of times
Yes.
the both don't come in one dude.
Yeah, but
that's also the problem.
So now you pick and choose what's most important to
But
you.
that's also the problem. Men don't have to do that. I literally
not true.
said this the other night.
No.
Hold
not
on.
true.
Yeah.
Most women who are making six figures still know how to do all that other shit.
Yep.
They still come with most of those things on the checklist.
I agree with you.
Are checked. Men do not.
Know what they don't come with, though?
What don't they come with?
The mental capacity to be in a successful relationship. So you'll check
That's
off.
not true.
I don't think that's true at all.
It's not true.
And the idea,
Women are conditioned from birth to be ready for a relationship. Think about the toys that
Old
we
school
get.
women, not new school women. Because you just said you grew up in a single parent household where your mother did everything. So that's
We both did.
conditioning.
Yeah.
That's
It is
conditioning.
conditioning.
And the new state of conditioning for women is get your own bread so you don't need a nigga.
It's true.
Old school conditioning
But-
was I'm learning how to do everything around this house so I could be a good wife and a good mom.
no, I agree with what he's saying.
Today's women are I'm
However,
providing for my fucking self so I don't need a nigga.
Ish, my problem with your argument, however,
We're not arguing.
Well, no, your argument. Not that we're arguing.
I also don't agree with that, and I'm gonna come back to it. Carry on.
But you bring up that we as women have to choose. We have to choose. Do we want the man with money, or do we want the man that can show up for us in the emotional or other ways? And
I need both.
Yeah,
Very
but,
rare.
Yeah, but then I'm thinking
nigga's
of
a unicorn.
But the conversation right now is too: would you rather cry in a Bentley or cry in a Honda? At the end of the day,
No.
men are still showing up to not in the way that we need to.
When a nigga is showing
Emotionally?
up for you emotionally, mentally, physically, but he don't have the financial shit, who says you even gonna cry? That's a justification that you use to be a gold digger. I'd rather cry in
I'm
a
not
Bentley.
crying at all.
Exactly.
I'm not crying at all.
Why cry?
Because
You
y'all
can take- you
niggas
can
be
take
making
the-
us cry.
Why cry?
I'm crying.
I'm with you.
We all
Here's
of us
the-
women done cried
No.
over y'all motherfuckers.
My
We be crying.
My problem
I be crying.
is the expectation is and to be fair, because I've dated men all up and down the financial spectrum. I've definitely dated somebody that did not have all of his ducks in a row financially, but mentally and emotionally, he was still not always up to par either.
That's true.
So there's a lot of men that still do not, no matter how much money they make, still prioritize their mental and emotional growth and evolution. They just don't. They're not expected to.
I agree with you.
So the hard part about that for women is like, well, we have to figure out he's a unicorn. Why is he a unicorn? Why is that conversation not even had more amongst men?
Not you raising your hand.
Yes.
It's equal. In dating, it's equal for y'all the same way it is for us.
Oh, now it's equal.
It's equal.
Now we're equal opportunists.
Y'all think these women be emotionally okay? They don't.
I agree.
They don't.
They don't. But here's the thing.
And y'all blame us though.
But here's the
y'all
thing.
Y'all say, yo, this bitch crazy because of the niggas that she had. No, that bitch is crazy because she's unbalanced.
She might be unbalanced, but because we're so used to men who don't have their own fucking screws and their mental elevators don't go all the way up, I can't take no cues from you because even if I am crazy, you're not even capable and qualified to tell me I am.
We're fighting the same fight. I promise you.
Oh, I only know that because, I only know that
want to go tit for tat.
I told you, I date women. Them bitches is crazy.
Yo, and my homegirls that fuck with girls be like, I don't see how y'all niggas
I don't know how y'all
this.
do it. And Bridget, I get what you're saying.
I swear to God.
I don't want to like niggas either. I hate that I like both of
Yo,
well, there's only two people to really like. But I hate that I like people at this point.
Right.
Because the women, I've dated women. Clearly I just like sleeping with them more than, but then they be wanting to go on dates. And I'm like, bitch, you in my bed naked already. Why I got to take you on a date? But anyway.
This is why when people say Mandii acts like a man, acts like a dude.
It was crazy.
That's why.
But no. And this is where I brought up last episode with Antoinette, the fact that women truly don't sit back and do a self-reflection or look at themselves in the mirror as to who they are and how they showed up in a relationship.
You know why?
Because they want to blame the man.
They can easily they got a scapegoat. They can easily say, I'm fucked up like this because of men. You let yourself off the hook immediately. Oh. You let yourself off the hook. It's the same thing I do with race. When I be getting killed with race. It's the same thing I do. It's the same exact thing, just gender versus race. Fam, the minute that you can blame somebody else for your fuck ups, you don't have to take accountability for them. You just sat here and said women are crazy because of niggas.
No.
And you are way more open-minded than most women.
That's not what I said. What I said is women who get crazy and get called crazy by men makes it worse, regardless of whatever the source of her crazy is. I'm not saying it's always men. But for a man who I know is not even on my level and mentally and emotionally to tell me that I'm crazy, the respect is out the window because there's no work being done on that side.
He's not mentally on your level. Y'all shouldn't even be in a space where he can even call you crazy because you should have assessed that early and not even gotten there with that nigga.
But if I'm really crazy and then I wouldn't know, and my discernment
might be looking for the fixer-upper nigga.
Right.
A lot of times y'all looking for the fixer-upper nigga.
My discernment might be off if I'm really imbalanced. So I can't trust myself.
True. No, that's true.
That's what happens. That's what happens a lot with women.
Just as hard for us out here to date as it is for y'all. I promise you, it is. Yo, men want a pretty chick, right?
Yeah.
Good sex, secure. That's a 15%er. Insecurity plays a part in marriage relations.
Insecure as I hear.
Are they?
What?
I think men are way more insecure.
You're bugging.
I don't know a lot of insecure women.
Yes, you do.
Wait, you don't?
Yes, you do. You don't know they're insecure because you're not in a relationship with them.
Oh, all right. That's
you don't.
Fair.
I don't.
So
and they be fronting on the outside like, oh yeah, I let that nigga do whatever till she be in that nigga phone and looking in that nigga dog. They be fronting.
Oh, no.
Women be fronting.
Well, that's their bad. They should never want to go through.
I never want to go through a phone.
I'm never going through.
Women be
I do not want to go through a phone.
Women front a lot for their girlfriends. I promise you. Like women be lying their asses off for their girlfriends. Yep. I remember before sucking dick. I'm older than y'all.
Before.
It was a point in time when sucking dick, you were a harlot if you sucked a dick.
Wow.
Girls were sucking them, but they was lying their asses off.
Well, just like men saying they ain't eat pussy. Same shit.
Dog.
Men still be out here lying that they don't eat pussy.
I'm
they
saying
do.
They be eating ass and all.
Girls be having fucking girls. Girls be having threesomes. All that shit. But if your girlfriends don't fuck around like you're gonna lie. Because you don't want to get judged.
That's why I'm friends with everybody. Cause
girls be lying a lot, dog.
All my friends is some hoes, and I love it, and we love each other.
And you
I be
not
honest about my weird shit.
Insecurities.
No, but I also like I'm a secure woman, so I don't. The insecure stuff to me is scary.
Everybody got insecurities.
Everyone has insecurities, right? And they're not always around relationship shit. They're not always around men.
Whatever. It could be whatever. Your insecurities, even your self-esteem issues, they come from you.
Yeah.
Right? I hear women oftentimes blame men for their self-esteem. fam, it's yours. Yo, dog, I can meet I can meet J-Lo. She can't make me feel no way about Ish.
Really?
Okay.
I promise you, dog. I'm secure in who I am. Not just that, I know where I rank up amongst the other niggas out here.
But you know that now because you're also a man of a certain age where you've
I knew that when I was a kid. I knew where I ranked. No, listen.
You had the same level of confidence and security at 45 as you had at 20?
I didn't say that. I knew where I ranked with the other 20-year-old niggas.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I knew, and when I was 27 and 28, I knew where I ranked with regards to the other 27 and 28-year-old niggas. And I always thought I was at the top of that food chain. Now, at 27, I'm not the same as a nigga that's 45, nor should be.
Right.
I shouldn't be as stable as you are. Nigga, you 45. I shouldn't be as financially well off as you are. You 45.
Right.
But I was in a great space at 28 in comparison to the other 28-year-old men.
Right. Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No,
So,
I do.
so I was cool there, but women a lot of times, dog, dating y'all, women on the surface might have shit together because they be fly, they got shoes, they got bags, whatever the fuck your thing is, right? These chicks don't be well put. A lot of these girls, you go in their house, I promise you, you go in a chick house, look at that baseboard molding.
Wait, why did we just have that conversation with Joe?
Joe and I, we all talked about this.
We all talked
were
about the how women keep, because we were comparing it to even a bachelor pad for a man.
But a man get a little pass depending on how old he is. Women, you're right.
But
the only time I give certain men a pass is if they're of a certain age, they're young and they play the sport, because I feel like athletes just throw shit around. They are messy. I don't get dirty. Men period are dirty.
Junkie. It's a big difference between junkie and dirty.
I don't think it's dirty. I don't get dirty. But we were talking about the fact that a lot of girls, especially girls who live together, dirty.
Which speaks to my point of them being raised different than yesteryear.
Right.
Yesteryear, women would fam, these girls got $5,000 pocketbooks.
I literally said the baseboard. I'm like, yo, check those two little crevices behind the toilet and see if there's dust on it. I don't care how many Goyard totes you got. Yes. There's a ring of, you got a ring in your toilet, fam, and you don't have those little fat things on the floor?
$5,000 pocketbooks. Your bed is, the box spring is on the floor.
Yeah, stop it.
You don't have a headboard.
Stop it. No, you are right.
Dog.
You are right.
I'm dead ass.
You are
so
right.
again, dating women, not just that, trying to get a woman. I can speak for myself. Mm-hmm. I'm a broad thinker.
Okay.
Like, my goals and other people's goals are different. Some people's goals are, we content. We eat every day. We good. That's not me. And I've ran into this issue in dating.
Being too ambitious.
I want way more. But when you trying to teach people, or you might be just trying to level up somebody, they resistant to the level up. Y'all think that don't happen in women. That happens in women. Like,
where women want to level up, or women are complacent?
They're complacent and don't want to level up.
Oh.
I don't know women like that.
I was going to say, I don't think I do
either. A lot of them.
But, I think
a lot of them. How do you get yourself in a situation where you dating a ball player nigga and you quit your job and you quit everything and that's complacency. Now that nigga owns you. You can't leave him. He owns you because he made you quit your job, and you looked at the convenience of quitting your job and having this nigga buy you a little CLA and pay for all your shit. You ain't going to no school. You ain't doing nothing to better yourself. Right. That's complacency.
Yeah. I mean, but you have to understand too, and again, depending on how much money someone has.
Hold on, though. I want to challenge that. I want to challenge that.
No, because but what you're talking about is just kind of the conditioning of patriarchy in the beginning. It was, as long as I could show up as a wife and do everything around the household, if that woman grew up with both parents, where the mom was a stay-at-home wife, it's not complacency, it's what she learned in the household. So you can't bring up what we learned growing up in single-parent households and then hold it against the woman and say that she's just complacent because she wants to show up as a wife.
But also, don't confuse.
You're assuming she grew up in a two-parent household.
But also, don't confuse complacency with security, because a lot of us don't. A lot of us, the idea of marrying into somebody, because I know a couple women that have married. They are housewives. They raise children, and that is an arrangement they have made with their partner.
I'm not even talking about wives yet. We didn't get into wifehood.
Security
situation. We're talking about dating.
But it's
a different role.
Yeah, but
when you're a mom and a wife, your roles are different than when you're a girlfriend.
It's true,
Agreed.
but most men are not, even ball players are not going to marry not going to marry a girl that they forced to quit their job and do all of that and buy them a little baby Benz coupe. They're not marrying that girl.
We're talking about dating.
I know, but that's my point. So most of those, so like you said, those girls are not even the girls that are willing to do that. That's a totally different situation.
Depends on the guy.
But see, wait, you saying depends on the guy. This brings me to the next topic that I kind of wanted to bring up. So Jeannie Mai just announced her pregnancy with Jeezy. Now, I don't know if you're aware, but when she was on The Real, she was married. She was married for 10 years. And the reason for her divorce was that she didn't want kids. That was one of the number one reasons, is that she didn't want kids with her husband. She just, at the time, she said, I just don't want them. I think we're in love. I don't think it's going to help us any.
Does anybody know who her old dude was?
A white man.
That's important.
That's all I know.
That's what I.
Well, it's a white man that.
His race ain't important.
Well, I think
his race ain't important.
Okay, here's the only reason
he is as a man is way more important than his race.
Here's the only reason why I bring up the race too. She also was recorded saying that while her husband was white, he was the main course, and she believed that black men should be on the side. We're just good for sides. Yikes. So the idea that
people feel like that.
Yeah, and so now that she's dating this black man, 2 years later, she's pregnant, which, by the way, I do want to congratulate her because it's a rainbow baby, which means she did experience a miscarriage. So they announced it 5 months in. She's now currently 5 months. But again, you just said that kind of men will make you do certain things. And Bridget and I had this conversation because I'm in a space now where I don't want kids. I don't really want to live with my nigga. I don't want to get married. And me and Bridget oftentimes have the conversation where, well, maybe you just haven't met the right man to make you feel that way.
That's one.
What would the other part be then?
Your age.
Yep. I hate that.
It's a huge part.
It's a huge part.
Well, from a health perspective, I'm 35. At this point, if I go into my gynecologist and say, "Hey, I'm thinking about having a baby," it's considered a geriatric pregnancy. That's what they call it because I'm 35 years old. It's got nothing to do with the state of my physical body, how healthy I am, how fertile I am. It all has to do with the fact that I am 35 years old.
And there are more complications.
There's more complications the older you get.
Potential complications.
So it's even more difficult. But the one thing I do want to say too, though, right, is that a lot of women prioritize, and I talked about this with my therapist, right? There's a lot of guilt in women that are my age and a little bit older. I would say between 35 and 40, there's some guilt that looms over us who have really prioritized career focus and ambitions over family life.
Yep.
It is.
And so there is that feeling of, oh my God, did I miss my window? And not biological window. Did I miss my window of opportunity to do it the right way and how I would have imagined it and how I would have expected it to go in an environment with variables I can still somewhat control? Because the older you get, the harder everything is, right? Learning a new skill, trying to lose weight, trying to pivot and start a new career the older you get, the harder it gets. Not to say anything is impossible, not to discourage anybody from doing it. It's just harder. It just is what it is.
I would agree.
And so I think there's something to be said too around the fact that maybe this is a moment where she changed her mind because it's also it looks different and maybe looks better, like you said, because of who the man is. Women are superficial that way. Like I remember I had a homegirl when I was younger that wasn't even concerned about being a mother and the fears around being a mother. And the one thing she was most looking forward to was a baby shower. And everybody that would come and celebrate her and celebrate, you know what I mean? And just, you know, post everything and have all of these color coordinated things. It was very superficial. I think there's something to be said about celebrities in general wanting those things to be celebrated. I don't know who Jeannie Mai's husband was. I'm assuming he was not as famous or as high profile as Jeezy.
It could be a couple things.
Right.
So I was going to give you more.
Yeah.
The dude. Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
That matters.
Yes.
You two are women.
Yeah.
And y'all strong-willed
We
women.
are. Even though you tried to say I wasn't.
Y'all strong-willed women, right? From what I know.
I am strong-willed, except that I'm currently drinking wine, and sober September has come to a streaking halt.
Yeah, she didn't make the whole month. But
I didn't make the whole month.
I do
but
want to
here we are.
wait. real quick, because you don't even know that we were doing this, because I only made it for 3 days. But I do want to give you a round of applause.
Thank
because
you.
this was amazing to watch.
What? Her not drink?
Yeah, I do sober September. The last 4 years I've done a sober September. And actually, what started it was that I got into a really bad car accident where I totaled my car avoiding a drunk driver. But I had still been drinking that day. Like I was the designated driver, but still had like two shots, had a couple. You know what I mean? So it just made me nervous. Like, oh my God, what if I wasn't watching somebody else potentially almost kill me, but then also putting their own lives in danger? I was like, I need to take a break. And then September became a sober September thing for me. So I do that, but this month I was like, all right, I started early, and so I feel like, all right, I ended early. I earned the right to end early.
I made it 3 days.
Mandy made it 3 days. I made it 23 days.
That
we did great.
was hard. It was hard.
Serious?
Them 3 days, yeah. So what happened was I had broke up with this nigga, and it was Labor Day weekend. So I was like, I was crying.
She was losing her shit.
I was like, I need a drink.
Yo, you so stupid.
Mandy was losing her shit.
Yo, you're a fool. Yo, I broke up with this nigga and it was Labor Day week.
For real?
Something wrong with you, yo.
You think so? You think so? No, I don't think
We were having a kickback at my house on my roof, and she was like, I'm gonna just go get some games. And 2 hours later,
It was like an hour. Calm down.
it was 2 because the sun was gone. 2 hours later, she comes back stumbling in.
Oh, I was lit.
Mascara, eyeliner running, like, girl, it's okay. I said, all right, I'm back now. We playing beer pong. I'm ready now. I was like, yo, this is
Pong
crazy.
your
She was
ass outta here.
crazy.
Well, nah. Then I went around.
And then she went around and had a blast and turned into the life of the party after all the tears and the drinking.
And I got ping pong balls so we could play beer pong. What? No.
Oh, man.
Something
But
wrong.
yes, you were going to make a point about Jeannie Mai changing her mind about having a baby.
One, the man definitely. You guys
Yep.
have dated to do. And I was saying y'all are strong women.
Mm-hmm.
And this shit that you said I would never do, and that right nigga made you do it.
I mean, nigga, baby steps for me. I just started cooking for a motherfucker. I've never cooked for a man before in my life until this relationship.
I don't know how
so.
old she is.
Right.
That matters.
Oh.
Yeah. That's
Because
what
again, the
I'm
shit
saying.
that
She
you
has
want
been-
at 27 and you
Yes.
wealthy and you famous, you don't want to.
You don't
let's
want to
take
have
you.
a... Yeah.
You about to turn 30, right?
31.
She's
Okay.
30.
I'll be 31 in 2 weeks.
Cool. The shit that you value and you busy.
Right.
And you building a brand, you building a business, you building all of these things.
Yeah.
So a baby for you now is an inconvenience,
Correct.
right? It takes you off your trajectory where you want to go.
Correct.
At 36,
At 36, you start feeling a little guilty.
your brands, hope God willing,
Yeah.
right? Your brands
Yeah.
are stable. They're built. You are in a totally different mental space, financial space, all of that shit. Right?
You want to know the conversation? What you're bringing up? I had it actually yesterday. There was a conversation. If we're talking about children and we're talking about strong-willed women, we were having the conversation how when a lot of women have kids, there's some sort of jealousy or sometimes resentment at the attention that the mother gives the kid that no longer goes to the father or the husband sometimes. And a lot of the times, just this happens.
That's goofy
This
shit.
happens.
It is kind of goofy.
But it does happen. And I was also saying, well, if I don't have a child, is there resentment that would come from a man in the fact that all of my businesses are my babies? I view them as my babies. So would there be resentment that my businesses, my babies may come first before the relationship? That I show maybe more attention to that?
It depends on the dude.
man.
It depends on the dude.
Some men are going to be relieved that you are like that because for some men, that's how they feel too.
Okay.
A lot of men are completely laser. Like, listen, I'm going through a phase right now in my relationship where, and he's gonna be mad that I'm sharing this, but I'm sharing it, where I'm emotionally more needy than I have been in the past, and I don't know why. I don't know what's going
Life,
on.
nigga.
Life, maybe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Maybe
you
I'm
old.
more, and I'm old, and I'm old. So a bitch needs to be coddled.
But this is coming from a half a century old nigga. Like,
Yeah,
you
but
can't
it's-
call nobody old.
but
on the
also-
couch.
But yo,
I mean, he's the most familiar, so
no,
you
no,
can recognize.
dog. Men
He
don't-
knows what
men
he
don't
knows
age
what those
like
look
y'all.
like.
Don't start the
It's
bullshit.
true.
Don't
It's
start
very-
no bullshit,
It's very
fam.
true. It's very true. We can't get away with
Don't
salt. We
start
can't
your
get away with
fuckery.
salt and pepper nothing over here.
Yo,
So-
don't
No,
start
you're
your
right.
shit.
You're right. We gonna call our shit. I'm like, you better not die that salt.
but it's really like it's the reason I'm so emotional and needy right now, and my partner has hit a stride professionally, and he literally had to sit me down and be like, "Look, I love you to the moon and back, but right now, romance is not my focus. I don't have it
You
for
just
that."
reiterated what I said before.
Yes, but also in my mind, as much as I'm like, and want to be a brat about it, the other side of me is like, oh shit, this is perfect. Because I know myself, the tables are going to turn. And I'm that person that's going to turn around when shit kicks back up again.
Fam, remember
and
when
be like, listen, and not even on some tip for
Not
tat,
spiteful,
but really on some like, yo, thank God, you're going to understand when this is when it's me. You're going to get it when it's me. Because I've been in relationships. He might not, but I've been in relationships with men, same situation. They say they want that. And they say they want a woman that's going to be understanding. And then when it's time to flip that table, because they always do.
That's true.
Men turn around like, nah, well, you can't. And it's like, keep in mind, we decided this is the foundation of our partnership has to be that at some point there's going to be a moment where professional careers are going to be number one. They're going to have to be number one.
Hey, I hope our nieces and nephews took out their pens and papers for this. We are the School of Relationships this episode. God damn, we sounding real mature up here.
Sometimes,
really like, damn, we all go to therapy. Are you in therapy? Okay, so never mind. Two of the three of us.
You've never been to therapy? Never.
And he got the nerve to see her talk about women.
Has that been deliberate? Deliberately never went to therapy? How come?
Me personally, like, I'm honest.
Okay.
So I think a lot of times we know what the problem is.
Oh.
I'm good at self-reflection, and I'm good at holding myself accountable. I'm hard on myself.
Okay.
So most people are not. Like, most people can't sit down in a room in a quiet space. They can. They don't choose to. A lot of people can't sit down in a room in quiet space and really assess what's going on, where you're missing, where you're winning. A lot of times the misses are as a result of shit we doing, right? I'm cool with that. Again, I'm really not big on blaming somebody else. I really feel like I'm in control of whatever the fuck is going on. There are obstacles and there are bumps, but I'm in control of this.
Oh.
Right? So if I want to fix...
It's a very Capricorn thing.
If I want to fix...
This is very like...
My nigga, if I want to fix some shit, I can fix it. You just got to get grounded and start making a conscious, deliberate effort to fix it. The therapist is only telling you shit that you already know.
That's correct.
If you got molested when you was a kid, you know you got molested as a kid and some shit is going on. You don't need them to tell you that. And again, that's a bad example because I'm a man. Well, men get molested too.
They do.
But
men get molested oftentimes.
And they
almost as much
hide
as women do as children when they're children. A lot of young men get molested as children. Yep.
But again, if you know you view certain shit as a result of that, you know it. A lot of times when you go to therapy, they just confirming what you already think.
But they help you work through it.
Possibly.
And a lot of people don't know how to work through things.
Possible.
I also think that going to therapy, just contrary to one point that you made, because I don't think you're wrong, but
I might not even be right because I've never been to a therapist.
I don't think it's subjective. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer. I think every individual's case by case and their situations are different. But I think the approach that leads a lot of people to therapy is actually not making excuses for what's going on, but finding ways to take more accountability in your situation because you don't necessarily have the tools to navigate whatever it is that's going on. I mean, for me, that's how I view therapy. I view therapy as a totally different. My approach to it is like, I know I don't have the answers. I know that there's some shit that I've gotten wrong, but there is also probably some things too that have been trauma responses that I maybe didn't even process as trauma as a kid.
Isn't that life?
Well, yeah, but
you have one, and you want to show up as your best self moving forward. Like I even told her, I'm having this weird fucking thing right now with just being in my 30s and not really knowing what's next.
Scary,
like it's so scary. And also what you also just said was also just brought up on my last therapy session. I don't know how to sit in my emotions. And so what I do is I work, I literally fill
your schedule.
I fill my schedule so that I don't have to sit.
Give me the money.
Yo, shut up.
I'm dead at, yo, dog. You know what? Give me the money.
I'm not doing this.
I know you pay that nigga well, too. Give me the money.
So,
Ish, let me ask you a question.
No.
Let me ask you a question. How do you handle something if you don't have the answer and you can't come up with it yourself?
You got to give me an example. Because I can't think of anything off the top of my head that I didn't work to get the answer for.
Well, I'm not saying that you can't work to get the answer for, but what things have you struggled with that you have tried and tried again and you have hit a wall almost every time? Because I can't imagine that you've never taken an L in your life. I think we've all
And I'm glad you took us here. I was going to bring up where we are in society, right?
Mm-hmm.
The second that you keep hitting that wall, we run and go get a therapist. My nigga, that's life. Right? So it is gonna sound a little bit insensitive, but I'm not trying to be.
No, it's not. It's not
We're gonna take
insensitive.
it to kids.
I'm asking. I'm just asking what your tools are.
We take it to kids, right? So little kids get bullied a lot.
Right.
It's been a history of life.
Yes.
Bullyism from adults, college, all that shit, it happens in life. It makes you stronger. It makes you deal with adversity. It makes you deal with a whole bunch of shit. In my opinion, that's just my opinion.
Okay.
Right? I think the internet bullying has gone to a different level than we ever had to deal with.
Right.
It was just physical.
Way more cruel.
But dog, it's jokers that skipped school because they was getting bullied.
Right.
Wouldn't go to school. You had 3 pairs of jeans. Niggas cracking on you all day. Your family's poor. Niggas was dropping out of school for that.
Oh, nigga.
That's nothing new.
When I showed up with the 4 stripe, fucking,
You had 4 stripes?
Oh my God, yes.
Yo,
I'll never forget it. No, don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me.
4
no, I had
stripes?
4 stripes, so.
You lie.
No, from Payless, but they look like Adidas.
Ish would have clowned you and you would not have come to school.
And I would
I wasn't that guy.
Ish would have clowned you
I
and you
swear to God, I wasn't that
No,
guy.
but
I was
when-
the dude that would have took up for you.
No, you wouldn't.
I promise you I would have.
But
I
showed
don't
up-
like bullying. I
mind you-
hate it.
But mind
I
you,
swear to God, I hate
grew
it.
up,
my
again,
God.
single parent household. I don't think I got my first name brand shoes till middle school. And my dad.
Oh, listen, I understand that. My mother
but
bought
that's
all
what
my
I'm saying.
sneakers a half size too big so they would last longer.
You gonna grow
Those shit would be creased.
You
as
gonna grow
fuck.
into them.
Yeah, we get it. We get the back to
My
school
mother
special.
was the you
I
gonna grow
swear to
into
God,
them.
now
mom.
They would be
No
creased.
bullshit.
My sneakers would be creased by the third
Yo,
week of
that's
school because they were
hilarious.
my
dog.
dad used to hold it over even my mom's head, like, because he would show up Christmas, sometimes back to school, and birthdays, and that's when we would get our like name brand
All your
shit,
fly
or,
shit.
or our technology. Like he would come through and bust down on that, but really do nothing else. And so yeah, my mom was like, "You gonna get what you gonna get.
You're not gonna
And
get 3 stripes. You're gonna get 4.
It was 4 striped shell toe shoes, my nigga. And they looked
Shell
like
toe shoes.
Not the shell toes.
They were from Payless, and I don't know if any of y'all ever got them.
I'm gonna look this up.
I
No,
swear
nigga,
to God,
I
I'm mad
I swear
that
to God.
Alex is not here to do
I swear to
Oh,
God.
man,
Alex
that
is not here.
funny,
We're
dog.
recording this. Hold on.
Payless.
4
4
striped
stripes.
shell. Listen.
Oh man,
Hold on.
that is hilarious.
And I'm gonna
dog.
post it so y'all could see. I swear to God. And they
my
made fun of
God.
me.
Dog.
And I
That's
had
not
them in
funny.
2 colors. I had black stripes and blue
You ain't
stripes.
had 2 pairs.
Yes.
I don't
Did it
see
show
him.
up? No, I'm telling you.
I believe you. I do, but
I don't know
again,
if Payless. We might need to know the name. Maybe they were sodas.
So that might be work. That might be
Do you
why you
remember
work so hard.
sodas? Do you remember the soda shoes? So sodas also had platforms. Those were my
I don't know
Spice
what the
Girl
fuck
shoes.
you talking about?
You don't know? Did you know the soda sneakers?
No.
No,
I'm gonna answer for him.
I'm gonna find it
No.
for you, Bridget. There are 4 striped shell toe
believe
shoes
you.
that I used to wear.
Payless. I am
And if you bring up bullying,
Dog. So that might be why you work so hard today.
oh, it is.
You get what I'm saying? Look, that might be a direct reason why you work so hard today, because you grew up in a fucked up, poverty situation, and you never want to experience that again, and you never want your kids to experience that.
But
So
listen.
it's a motivating factor for you. Now, had you gone to therapy and they'd have taught you just how to cope with the certain people being materialistic and
I still need the tools. I still need the tools that you use
To cope.
I still need to know.
as opposed to the motivation that you got from being bullied and never wanting to feel like that again. You never want to feel like that again. So I'm gonna bust my ass to not ever have to feel like that again. I just think that I can't answer you because I can't think of a place where I've gone into brick walls, of course, but I found a way using my own tools to get around that bitch or go over that bitch.
That's what I asked what those tools are. That's why I asked, because for a lot of people,
Reading, like, yo, dog, I'll start reading. Like, if I go
By the way, pause. I knew I wasn't bugging. Adidas actually won a $305 million trademark case against Payless.
because of the 4 stripes. That's why I can't find an image nowhere.
nigga, this is our shell toe design, bastards.
You tried it by adding another
that's
stripe.
God.
funny.
The jury went through images of 268 shoes and found that 267 different Payless colors and styles had improperly copped Adidas.
Oh my God. That's crazy.
But
That's
yeah,
funny.
I told you.
I believed you.
And they knew they were fake. I didn't know the difference back then. I didn't know that fucking Adidas was only 3 stripes.
And
bitch.
they shouldn't
And I
really
thought I
be
was
that
fly 'cause they was
important.
white. Ooh.
It shouldn't.
Crisp.
But
It's life.
I will say comparing the generations is a little tough.
It is.
Because, like you said, social media stuff has heightened and amplified.
It did.
Number one, people's boldness to be
Indeed.
nasty, and
That's
it's also really increased the level of cruelty because now we overshare, we overexpose ourselves consistently on a daily basis, and especially for kids, it increases the sensitivity. Now everybody's sensitive to everything. So much so, in fact, that very tragically and sadly, kids are taking their own lives because of comments that people leave on Facebook.
And because it's coming more commonplace, whereas before and yesteryear, you worked through that shit. That's what I'm saying. You worked.
But a lot of us did not.
Possibly. You might be right.
Most of us did not. Most of us had to suck it up and keep it moving. And then all of that trauma and all of that shit that we suppressed finds its way into habits and decisions that we make as adults, i.e., Mandii not being able to sit in her feelings
or
because
i.e. niggas searching for fathers and their boyfriends.
Yeah.
Growing up in a single parent household.
You old enough to be my daddy. I was just thinking about that.
Not
like
old enough to be your
He's 14. He would have been 14.
Niggas was having sex at 10.
All right, so
I'm just saying, y'all sperm can make babies as soon as y'all come out, right?
Florida is different. It just
Florida.
I mean, we did have a daycare at my high school,
yeah,
so there's
Florida
that.
is different.
Yeah,
no,
we
but
literally-
I am curious to see though where you would go, like where you would seek your.
I talk to my friends. I run advice shit by my friends. See if they have any advice, any like I said this before. Like I don't no's turn me on.
What?
When somebody tells me no, that turns me on.
That's
Okay,
terrible.
that sounds real rapey.
awful.
Listen, I'm so stupid.
Real rapey.
I'm gonna go with no.
Listen,
I'm gonna go with
no,
and that shouldn't turn you on.
No,
Actually,
no should never turn you
You
on.
should never say that again.
so stupid. Yo.
No. Carl is even laughing. You should never say that again.
Listen,
Any other word? Give me any other word.
Any men listening, no should not turn you on. God,
Being opposition turns you
say
on
that.
in life.
You know when you go somewhere and they like, oh no, you can't do that.
Right.
No, we don't. Like I go to City Hall and I'm like, yo, I'm trying to do
Yeah,
that. And they like, no.
It ignites a fire.
Fuck you talking about?
but I don't think you're turned on that. You just you want to be rebellious.
Of course. No, I'm just saying now my brain starts working. I start getting into third and fourth gear on how I can circumvent the no. Men, let's take it to men.
That's not a no, but understand that's not a normal train of thought. I'm going to tell you why.
Hold on, let me finish. Parts can attest to this, I'm sure.
Okay.
The girl that you can't get, that's the girl you want the most.
That's a trash.
That's your
too.
ego. That has nothing to do with
It's
ego.
the same thing. The nose turns you on into word, bitch. You not gonna. I'm gonna get that bitch.
That's not the same thing.
It's the same premise.
It's not.
I really want to stop
if you've
you from
experienced.
saying, I'm hearing no and I'm going to
No.
get that bitch. Like, you got to chill.
You get what I mean.
No,
Yes,
yeah,
we understand what you mean.
But this is why you be getting lit up in the comments. That sounds crazy. And a lot of women listen to this
That would
show.
take it literally.
No,
that's what I'm saying.
we understand what you're trying to say.
If a girl tells me
You're not being predatory. We understand.
Yeah, fuck.
But also the part that I'm gonna dispel about your argument is the fact that 9 times out of 10, most people are not conditioned to think that way.
I would disagree.
We're not conditioned to think that way. Case in
Stuff
point, when
that
you're
you've
in
tried to
school-
get to, right? And you couldn't. It made you go hard.
No,
I know you gonna
For
agree.
a lot of people, it's not true. No, for a lot of people, no means no.
I'm not even talking about a
For a
dude.
lot of people, no, I'm not talking about a dude either. I'm talking about for certain things.
You can't be successful in business if no means no.
Hold on, that's not true. That's a generalization that does not necessarily work.
True.
It doesn't necessarily work.
You gonna see?
You know what?
As you grow,
A pivot-
you are gonna grow.
The response to a no is a pivot.
Can we pivot out of this? God damn, it's been going in circles. We gonna pivot on.
You're right.
Pivot on out of it, baby.
Mandii needs a new pivot song because I'm so sick of this song.
But it makes me still just next. It makes me think like I could tap across the stage with my broom. No,
Like what? Like Showtime at the
it does.
Apollo,
It
like
makes
the
me
clown
feel like
with the
that. Yep, time to go. Next. Let's pay some bills.
We have to. That was, you put a little extra on that. That was. Everybody was like, "Oh, okay, no."
Okay, all right. So I'm the ad lib girl because I can't sing, but you know what?
see. And the singer niggas be showing off all the time.
They do.
No, they do.
They're like, hey, hello. Get the fuck out of it.
It's me you're waiting for. All right, bitch.
That's what happened. That's what be happening to me at karaoke. That's why I told Mandii, I was like, if I go to karaoke with my friends and I'm like, yeah, I want to get up and sing, everybody's like, oh, here it is.
I do want to shout out. I want to shout out. We gonna do TLC together, and I'm gonna do T-Boz.
I'm down.
Because the way I hit them notes, y'all said I sounded like T-Boz.
She did.
So it's Mandii Boz in the building.
She picked the right song.
So who you gonna be?
I don't know.
Who are you gonna be?
I don't know. Maybe I'll just do the ad libs for you.
The rap like
I'll do the rap part.
Do the left eye rap
Give
shit.
you for karaoke.
Sorry. You can't do the rap part because you will fuck up the words, and
So
we cannot have.
So
Mandii,
that is also a thing.
Mandii will insert words that are not
You
there.
one of those?
Yes. First off,
Yes.
it's because we were talking about it. Singers change the words to make it fit to these little beats and instruments they be singing to. So you feel like you could do the same
Music.
right. So you feel like you could do that too, even if it's not your song. That's what's up.
I really don't like you right now, bro. Damn. Both y'all be hated.
Are you gonna play something that you could sing to?
Well,
right now?
no, I cannot sing to this. Well, I'm actually excited. There was some really good music that dropped this week. Clearly, y'all saw that we started this week's podcast with Heaven's EP, J. Cole. I do also want to speak to something. And while I am a J. Cole stan, with the conversation that we had last week regarding, of course, the Karen Civil debacle, it really pissed me the fuck off for me to kind of feel like that was all done for a rollout. He started posting the video, the teasers, and then of course it dropped on Friday.
Right.
And I was just like, bro, let me find out you just wanted your name back in these streets because niggas wasn't talking about you like that. So now you sit here and potentially just brought down this black woman and everything she has going on. Yes, also you just did bad business. That's the other thing. He also talked about Steve Stout, which we didn't talk about last week. But it's like, nigga, your rollout is to talk shit about other black creators. That's what we doing. That's what we doing. So
messy boots.
That's not gonna be my freshly squeezed this week. I also, again, while I'm in the mood to talk shit, y'all know I love me some.
Always
You got another mood?
Mandii is always in the mood to talk shit.
I be talking shit. I be choosing violence.
I didn't know that.
But
Never another
before
mood.
I give people their credits, I'm going to talk about all the people I didn't really fuck with this week. Joyner Lucas being one of those. Another one. And guys, I'm so sad to actually say this because y'all know this is another queen that I stand on this pod. I love her. I would, do a lot of things to her, but I also just support her. However, Big Lotto, baby. This Mariah Carey sample, Big Energy. I want to play it just a little bit, but y'all might actually
love
just want to
Lotto.
close.
We love Lotto.
Yeah,
on
but
here,
y'all
but this
also just
song-
might
this
want to
song
close
wasn't
your
it.
ears because it's like it's so bad that it's almost cringe. And this is the sample. All of y'all know this sample. And okay, I'm just gonna let it play a little bit, but it's just this part isn't bad. Okay, wait till the chorus. Not Ish really dancing. It's because you're light skinned. Okay.
And so is she. So that's why we're gonna dance to her shit no matter what.
Here we go. No, it's not here. Damn. It's not here. Wait, you liking this so far, Ish?
It's all the shit that everybody does.
This
This don't sound no different than all of these girl rapper people.
So I'm cool with her rapping. My problem is this part. Damn. I thought this is 18
She
bars,
flowing
30
on the
bars?
beat a little better than most of these chicks.
She going. Look. You are really jamming Ish. Here we go. You like this?
You bugging.
You like this? Well, I hate it. And then she gets into this little singing.
Some hook. I didn't hear the hook part
Yeah,
yet.
I don't know why.
I didn't either, but
This
Did
don't
y'all hear
sound
the
no
hook?
different than...
Here we go. That was bad.
I mean, it's a pop. She's doing a pop record.
That's my problem. I don't want
this
the Queen of the
sounds
South to. No, it's in the visuals. It was giving off Doja the Stallion. And I just don't like. It wasn't giving Big Lotto. It was giving
Doja
It was giving
the
a mix.
Stallion.
It was giving a mix of like Let me rap like
Stupid.
Meg real
Yeah.
quick. But the visuals were given all Doja. Even the singing, I don't hear Lotto not a big
Imitation is the best form of
energy.
flattery. So you pick two of the most popular people.
Yeah, well-
you try and combine their style to get a
Well,
dollar.
listen, Doja got the girl scrambling, and that just wasn't giving me what I wanted it to give. My song this week, actually, of course, I love to start off with Cole. This one comes from Zoe. It's Zoe. She's phenomenal, and it's featuring Black. Y'all know I'm a huge fan of everything Black and everything LVRN. But this just kind of it read to me, and I don't know if it's because of my therapy sessions. It's pretty much talking about that's how it goes, kind of like going through life, going through the struggle, and that's kind of just how life is. Kind of exactly what the fuck you were saying about therapy.
I was about to
actually,
say, he need to give me some bread.
Damn, fuck you,
fam.
But I want to play this because a lot of y'all may not know this artist, but it
No, because you know what? If I was
Look,
to
here we
come
go.
to you with my
Here we
shit,
go.
you would tell. No, you
I
would.
swear to God, I swear to God, I call him right now. I have people that be like, yo,
Are your friends therapists?
can Dr. Phil come out at 1 o'clock? I take lunch at 1 o'clock. Can I speak to Dr. Phil?
Yo,
I
get the
swear
fuck
to
out of
God.
here. All right. Well, this
Swear to God.
is a very big therapy mood type of song. So
I hate it.
This is
I fucking hate it. I
That's
hate
how
it.
it goes. Featuring Black Zoe's. Here we go.
Oh, this is dark.
Came
Oh,
on,
this is very-
kinda. Came on.
This is moody for you.
Oh, it's so moody.
Wow.
I told you I've been depressed.
I would not have expected
I
this
know.
from Mandii at all.
I'm depressed.
At all.
This shit just. Right?
Dope. This shit dope.
Here it goes.
I feel like I'm gonna hear this on the next season of Gossip Girl.
Yeah.
Yo, this shit dope.
Yeah.
Nah, they.
And Black gets on
Fire.
here and does what Black does. I'll let y'all get. Here he go.
I'm here for this production too.
Right?
She
It's-
not
This
from
shit
here.
dope.
Is she European? I'm about to look.
Damn,
She not from here.
Alex, Scream Man. Goddamn.
I know. Let me look her
Shit.
up. Hold on.
Zoe.
Yep, here we go.
yeah.
German pop vocalist. I knew it.
Okay.
The instrumentation is heavy. It's
It
European.
is.
It's giving me European vibes.
So maybe Zoe Weiss West.
Weiss, I guess.
Weiss,
That
Zoe.
shit was dope.
She's
right?
fire. She's
And
fire.
I played
Still
that.
haven't played that as much.
I played that, and it just made me feel everything that I feel in therapy, and it was good. So yeah, different for me, but that's why I started off with my hip hop. Y'all knew I was gonna play J. Cole.
That's why you'll
anyways.
have to play that when you're in your sessions, Dr. Ish.
I was about to say. That's my issue P.
Right,
It's your Isha P. I hate it. And so I'm gonna play a song called Fall Back by my homegirl Asian. I love her, man. I want to congratulate her too, because she actually just got cast as the voice for an animated Black cartoon, and she is the voice of Karma. I'm gonna tell you.
I told you that's on my bucket list.
It is?
Animation?
Yeah, I would love to do
I want to be a voiceover.
voiceovers,
I want to be
yeah.
one of the hormone monsters on Big Mouth.
Oh.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh,
You've
it's
never
on
seen Big
Netflix.
Mouth?
Oh my god,
Big
it's
Mouth
so good.
is really fantastic. So it's the animated series is Ludacris's animated series. It's called Karma's World,
Dope.
and it's going to be on Netflix. And ASEAN is the voice of Karma, who's the main
Oh,
character.
that's
So I
what's
do want to
up.
congratulate her on that,
Dope.
because she has a phenomenal voice. She's also a really incredible writer. But this is her latest single called Fall Back, and she drops stuff all the time. She's big on dropping little EPs here and there, but she's very vibey, very moody, and I'm just her vocals are out of this world. So this is called Fall Back.
Fall back on these niggas. Bad. It's good too.
So she want to do.
Y'all know how I feel about the bass line. Okay? And we don't get musical breaks anymore. It's another reason why I love this. Needed that musical break.
Nah, I don't want to drive nobody crazy. I ain't trying to drive nobody crazy. What? I don't. Crazy is not my goal in life.
I mean,
You say so. Fam.
I don't want to drive no one crazy.
You want a nigga to get up and be like, it was all right.
No. But I don't want to drive you crazy. I just want to get you like, I mean, you gonna fall in love with it, of course. But to me, it's not driving a nigga crazy over it. And then even this is crazy too, saying that she wanted to tell him to slow down and let me take the time. I'm like, oh, women say that? Women be quick to want to jump in relationships and shit. I seem like I don't know many women that tell men to slow down.
well, no, ASEAN,
you know what I mean?
ASEAN is a part of the LGBTQ plus community.
So it could, okay.
And so I would imagine that she is speaking to both men and women, or just women.
I do be telling women to slow down. You're right.
Because it could be.
Girl, slow down.
I don't have an iPhone.
Oh, that's... Yo, this is the first time on the couch we couldn't pass the fucking aux.
Hey, yo, look at your
face. You are so old. You are so
that's an
old.
age
I'm
thing?
sorry.
No,
Let me remove the dongle so we can make sure we are equipped for your
man.
Texas Instruments phone. Please.
Yeah, you're a jerk. I
Yo.
don't have aux on my phone.
You don't have
Wait,
an aux either?
How do you play stuff on an Android?
How do you play things?
With this, but it just doesn't have the iPhone in. So for our sleepers, I send them to Parks. And Parks,
Oh, shit.
I'll intro
Are you
them.
serious?
Yeah, I'll intro them. But
Do
Parks,
you
All
wanna
right, well,
just
tell me
tell
what
her?
it is and I'll play it. Jesus.
Yo, that is embarrassing. You know what? I ain't gonna hold you. He gave me his number recently. And so when
If
I
I
text
saw a
him,
green bubble,
that was my first thing. I texted him. I said, green.
Ew.
I said, ish,
It's
green
ew.
bubble.
you know that's
Ew.
social
It's-
conditioning that y'all
I don't give
talking
a fuck. I literally said,
Well, you don't need therapy, so you'll be fine.
I'm straight on my green bubble.
yo, I literally
Good.
sent him an emoji and I said, so it's the smiling, laughing face tilted sideways. Is that what it shows for you?
Yes.
How does it look on your end?
What is
You want R&B or hip hop? I'm not listening to you, ignorant nigga.
what color are your bubbles on your phone?
You're
though?
ignorant with
Are
your
they
green bubbles.
What do they
What,
look like?
what do they show up on in your
Can you
phone?
change the colors? I'm asking a serious
Nobody's
question.
remote. I'm not even thinking about that.
I'm just asking.
So Mandii from the Palace.
Can you not? Wait, you don't have me saved as that.
Yes, he does.
Mandii from the Palace? Yo, you do not have me saved in your phone as Mandii from the Palace. Yo, fuck you, yo. Fuck you.
That's your name.
Yeah, but fuck you.
That's where I met you,
Fuck
Mandii
you.
Palace.
You knew I wasn't.
Yo,
I got about 700 greenhouses in this motherfucker. Well, greenhouses are right.
Oh, wait, so when you
Wow,
save
yeah.
bitches in your phone, you put where you meet them at right immediately after?
You might know 15 Stephanies, my nigga. I met Stephanie
You know what's crazy?
at blah, blah,
Guys
blah.
aren't the same. All my niggas have different names. Actually, unless they want to go by Jay. My God. Do you know how many J's be in my phone? But for the most part, I don't have guys with a lot of the same names.
I have a cousin named Bridget. So if Bridget was in my phone, I want to distinguish the two. I got to put...
But Bridget,
You know what
have
I'm
you
saying?
ever dealt with guys with the same name?
No, I could never.
Not dealt with, you might know them.
No,
Not
but
you
like-
fucking them or you fuck with them.
Nah, but I
You've
definitely
met some
wouldn't-
Keiths and some Kevins and some Shawns.
I definitely wouldn't.
No, not me.
No.
Like me and
Well,
my friends have all dated guys with the same name. So to be like, yo, Trevor, nah, my Trevor. No, not her Trevor. My like.
But it
we
might
would all
just
have
be
the
your
same.
cool. I'm not saying you dating.
I give people nicknames though, like, or I'll use nicknames, like you know what I mean, so that it doesn't get.
But you
confusing.
you save them in your phone as nicknames though?
Yeah, like my man's name. My man's nickname is the name that pops up in my phone.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just put emojis next to niggas' names that I like. So like one nigga had this like, oh my God, his weed used to be so good, but then like the sex with him was great. So he had like an alien. I put in an alien emoji next to his name because that shit used to like be so like we used to be so high with our sex and it was great.
You put an eggplant in a bush.
So no, there was another nigga. No, but wait, no, for real. If I show you the nigga, well, you know the one
You're
nigga,
nuts,
the last
bro.
nigga I was fucking.
No, her.
The last nigga I was fucking.
She's nuts.
The emojis next to his name was eggplant, two, the peace sign, bomb,
Song.
dick to bomb.
Do you have title? Do you use title?
I don't though.
I knew you didn't because I showed it to you and you looked at it like.
I know what the fuck that is.
Parts. Why didn't you prepare us for someone with not an iPhone? Like we've never not been able to pass the
Right.
aux.
That's so crazy.
For the whole year, my nigga, you're the first nigga on the couch in the whole year.
crazy. I can't pass the aux to a
I have an
VCR.
iPhone. I just lost it.
Sure you did.
You
Mhm.
lost it?
Didn't I?
How did you lose it?
Because I don't use it often. I don't like
so
iPhone.
you just put it
is
down
not,
somewhere.
Well, I don't feel
He
like,
put it next to
I don't
the
feel
drill
like,
on
I
the
don't feel like
construction
arguing with
site.
y'all, but the iPhone is not the better phone.
You just don't seem like the irresponsible type that would just lose something like
You know,
that.
you don't even need therapy.
Who's the person that we're looking for? Just tell me the.
So ignorant. Yo.
Do you want to just type it in the search bar? It's a search bar. It's pretty. It's very
Do you have
general.
a search bar on your phone?
It's very general. You could just type it in.
Assholes.
You just type it in.
Yo, hip hop or R&B?
Hip hop. We just did two kind of R&B. Give us some hip hop.
All right.
Give us something new.
Also, because Joe's probably going to come in and play R&B next week anyway.
Valid. Very valid.
Yeah, that's what happened. All the R&B playlists.
Yeah,
No,
Joe,
there was
Joe
some-
gets busy.
Joe is busy with the R&B
No, there was
playlist.
some really good songs this week. All right.
Oh.
All right. Who is this?
Yeah, you're nuts. Zion 1. Song's called Temperature.
Okay.
Okay. Featuring Talib Kweli.
Some part
This
shit.
is sounding like some Talib
You say
Kweli.
some park
Like,
shit.
This sounds very kick push.
Not kick push. I hate you.
That's what it's giving me. All right. You was talking about Gossip Girl. This is definitely going to be added to a Queen Latifah and Common film.
Wow.
That's what I'm getting off.
Yo.
No, does it take you there? Okay.
All right, Zion 1.
All right. I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, it's good clean
I ain't
house.
mad.
It's good clean the house music.
Is it?
Yeah, we always have. Like,
That actually sounds like a soundtrack song.
we always have Talib Kweli, Tribe Called Quest playing
Yeah,
in the house
that-
when we clean.
That's giving definitely
That's how I feel.
soundtrack
Your
song.
man
So
Jamaican, right?
Yeah.
I warned her.
He ain't playing with your nigga shit. Jamaican niggas different. Yo.
No, they are. I
know.
I
I
mean,
mean,
my
it's-
daddy's
yeah, it's-
Jamaican.
it's
That's why I
giving-
ain't never date them niggas.
It's giving 2 parts Mobb Deep and 1 part Anita Baker. It's a little, you know what I'm saying?
Jamaican niggas.
Yeah, nah, they way different.
Some of my work is Jamaican. Them niggas different.
Yeah, I told you my daddy's Jamaican. Like,
What does that mean? They different.
no, they
We
different.
can talk about it off mic.
All right.
Them
Yeah,
niggas is different in every aspect of life. No bullshit. Them niggas different. Though.
No, you know they different because listen, when I went to Jamaica last time, they literally was walking around and I thought it was
Yes.
something new. What was the shit? What's it called? The tonic wine? It's some shit. All I know is I'm at fucking Margaritaville. All the locals are going around drinking this wine, and they're like,
oh yeah.
And on the bottle, it has like people having like bodies, and they're like, yo, man, this will make me go all night. And it's literally just all the men. All
From
they
the
talk
juice
about,
bar.
All they drink.
All they talk about
All
is
they
how
drink.
they want to keep their dicks hard
All they
forever.
drink.
And I'm just
my
like,
guys make it.
oh,
My
wait,
guys
really?
literally make it.
Yeah,
They go to the
there's
store.
a juice bar. Shout out to the juice bar in the Bronx. I'm not going to put the name out there, but
they'll get sarsaparilla. They got Cheney root. That's your man. Blood wisp.
he's going to listen to this and know.
Strong back. Some
He's
shit
gonna
called
listen to
strong
this and
back.
know.
It's like mad shit.
That's why their
And
backs are strong?
My guys make it. My dude said, this is the true story. I swear to God. My dude said when he meet a new girl, he makes this. Right? He made it for me. It's a pot, right?
Okay.
It's a pot?
You make it in a
You
pot.
make it
You
in a
boil it.
Oh.
And it's real nasty. It's, Jamaicans refer to bitters. It's real nasty.
That's nasty.
All them bitters help your dick. All of them help your
Oh.
dick. Because it's natural shit. It clean your blood out. It do a bunch of stuff. But, yo, he makes it. He says he drinks some in the morning. Then he drinks
But
some
wait,
at night.
why when he meets a new woman?
I'll tell you. He drinks some in the morning. He drinks some at night. And he goes and he drinks it. He won't fuck nobody. Nothing. Until he gets up with the chick. He says once he fucks, he says he makes her come like 10, 15 times. Fucks her forever. And then he cuts his phone off. He gets lost.
What?
I swear to God, this is one of my workers.
See, I told you, Jamaican niggas.
The nigga said he cuts his phone off, right? And he won't answer her calls for like a week or two.
Oh, hell no.
What?
Ain't
And he
nobody got
says
time for
when
them
he
games.
finally reaches her, she reaches him, he says, yo, you know, I've been going through some things, you know, blah, blah, blah. And he says, yeah, you know, my money been a little tight, so I've been a little stressed out.
Oh.
I've seen women walk to my job sites and get this nigga $600 and $700. I promise you. I've seen bitches in essence pay for his
I'm
dick.
so glad we're not in Florida because I would assume you were talking about my father.
Oh my God.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Dog.
Like, okay, and this
I've
is gonna be
seen
wait,
women
yo, that's
basically
but,
pay
but
for this
also, but
nigga's
also
dick.
it's gonna be real toxic. Like now that I'm an adult, and I don't. It's not that I think about my daddy's dick, but I'm like, I just know he's toxic, and whatever he does, I've seen women buy my dad cars, take care of us, buy us like real jewelry, and I like, and I
I've
know,
seen
yeah,
girls
no.
basically paying for his dick. Like,
See, that's
yo,
crazy.
whenever you got problems, we friends. That's what friends are for. Blah, blah, blah. I could help you. You should have just let
That's
me
what
know.
friends are for.
Wow.
Ain't that what the niggas tell
$700
y'all?
You know what though? I would not know.
No.
Ain't that what the niggas
We don't
tell
want
y'all?
niggas to be our friends. We
I don't
want them to
want-
be our man.
No,
You're my
no,
husband.
no.
No.
You're my boyfriend.
The niggas that's paying?
What about them?
The niggas that's paying, y'all don't necessarily want them niggas to be y'all man.
They don't want us to be their friends either.
I know,
We're there
but
for a
that's
purpose.
what friends are for.
Here you
when
go.
the nigga ain't get the pussy yet, he be the shoulder like, lean on me, baby, Joe Clark. The niggas be Joe Clark until they get the pussy.
That's a fact.
We're
That's
not-
a fact.
we're not doing that. We're
That's
not
a
doing
fact.
I'm lying.
It's so true. It's so true. They be want to do everything for
Girl,
you. Yo, you
what
good?
you mean,
Do you
girl?
need help with anything at the
Your
crib?
car
You
ain't
need
wild.
some-
It's snowing. You ain't got nobody dig you out. Once they dig you out,
That's cool.
snow, bitch.
Yo, it's
That
so-
is not funny. Why
That's
you
so
laugh at all the
terrible.
wrong things?
That's so terrible.
And you do this on the pod. You laugh when you're not supposed to.
I didn't know. Pardon me, I didn't know specific
It is
times I'm
funny.
supposed-
It is funny.
Am I lying?
No, you're not.
No, but what's crazy is I set up on this pod, started talking about Jamaican. She said my man is Jamaican. I said okay,
He don't act. He don't act like that. Not with me.
because he's a Yankee. He's Jamaican.
Yeah, like he wasn't
He was
born
born
here. He
here?
was born here. Yeah.
See, my daddy came over on a green card at
It's a little
13, and he's still very much
No,
Jamaican.
he was
little
born here. He's a New Yorker through
My
and through.
daddy celebrates his 21st every year. He still puts the little squigglies in his head.
All right.
Like, I swear to God. My daddy ain't shit.
Yo.
Yeah, you so.
I'm
That
telling
is
you.
comedy,
well,
bro.
Ish, we have a segment on the show where we talk about shit that we do not care about. And
Which is what we do every week. Literally every
we're
week.
like, because we
and
like
I
to-
feel like women do that too. We're like, I don't give a fuck about that, and then we talk about it for 10 minutes. That's what we do here.
well, normally, but however, this one I'm actually not going to talk much about because
Okay.
while I would love to be a part of this lawsuit, I'm not getting involved for the 20 cents that I would probably get. For those of you guys who like to join into class action lawsuits, if you've bought chicken in the last decade, you might get money.
You can be entitled to
So
something.
you
if-
could be entitled to compensation.
Literally, first off, outside of these annoying vegans, I think even a decade ago they was eating chicken. I think the vegan wave just hopped on,
They did.
so I think they still can actually be a part of this lawsuit.
They might.
But if you
And they
purchase,
should.
if you purchase chicken,
Because
in the
kale
last
is
decade,
expensive. Y'all
I
better
know.
get this 20
Kale
cents.
is expensive.
Okay, so yeah, it is.
Bitch,
And
I didn't even know, even if you just get organic lemons, bitch. them
Organic
shits are more.
anything.
And it's not
Organic
really organic.
anything.
They're
It's
full
a
of shit.
farce.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a money
They
grab.
lying. They lying. So a $181 million settlement is pending in the broiler chicken antitrust litigation, a class action lawsuit that alleges price fixing within the poultry industry. Pretty much the lawsuit claims that the defendants and their co-conspirators conspired to restrict the supply and fix, raise, and stabilize the price of chicken as of January 1st, 2009 in violation, which is crazy because I saw $181 million. Now, how many, could you look up, what is the population of the US of A?
340.
So would we even get a cent if everyone in the US, even if half of them did it?
40 cents.
That's what I'm saying. And then then the lawyers get their little cut. If y'all want to go ahead and get 30 cents of free money heading into your pockets.
Y'all can feed a child for a day.
Don't
Shit,
do
you
that.
might as well. Unemployment. If unemployment done ran out, get your 30
It
cents.
sure did.
30
It
cents,
sure
dog.
did.
Get your 30
That
cents.
was one of the things I didn't care about. And it's not that I didn't care about it, but we didn't want to really dig deep into it because everything is still ongoing. Not going to talk about the Nicki shit. We talked about her the last couple weeks, actually. So didn't want to talk about that. Don't care about it. I do wish healing for anyone who has gone through sexual assault, however, and maybe getting some sort of intimidation to recant what really happened to them. So I just want to say that's what's going on there. I don't really want to talk about it. The one thing I don't care about that I found actually kind of crazy in regards to sexual assault is someone came out to speak about Wilt Chamberlain, who died in 1999. We also know he fucked 10,000 women.
Yeah.
But a woman recently, and I'm not even sure her age, came out and claimed sexual assault from Wilt Chamberlain.
Wow.
And I'm just like, he died 22 years ago.
That's
so
unfortunate.
it was unfortunate, but I was just like, okay. And
Well, I mean,
why is this news?
there's no.
I'm not gonna lie, but I ain't gonna hold you. Out of 10,000 women, somebody wasn't comfortable. I don't give a fuck. I see what the odds are. I also see what happened with Bill Cosby and how niggas was giving it up back then. Even if we go now, there's
was one of
episodes.
them.
There's episodes of sitcoms being pulled down for just like jokes. It's real different right now, but doesn't surprise me. But I was just like, nigga, he died 22 years ago. Those are some things I didn't really care about this week. What about y'all two?
I didn't care about all of the press around Gabby Petito's boyfriend. Why did y'all not arrest his stupid ass?
Bitch.
Can we talk about that?
Who's Gabby
Hold on,
Petito?
here
The
we
girl-
go.
Gabby Petito.
The white girl in Wyoming?
Yes. What the fuck is wrong with y'all law enforcement that y'all didn't pick that man up as a suspect as soon as he got home?
As soon as y'all knew he was there for 10 days before even
I'm
telling
very-
her family he returned.
Like, and now he's gone. Now he's missing. He got away. He dipped.
Yeah, he did.
He dipped out. He's
Now
gone.
they have to find him.
Now he's a
I
missing
do
person.
also want to give condolences and an RIP. They did find the body of Jaylani Day. Jaylani Day, I'm sorry. Yeah. And what was unfortunate about that is his family came out and was like, all this attention around this white woman that's missing. My son has been missing for over 20 days and there's been no national outcry in the same matter. And they did find his body in a river. And it's unfortunate because it did take time as well to identify and let the family know. But I just want to send condolences to them. And outside of that, we talked about this. What about all of the fucking missing black girls? All of the missing women. I know a few years ago, there was a whole stint in the DC area.
Yeah.
There was 40 to 50 missing women. And it
Girls,
girls,
young teenage girls.
Young teenage girls. And it's just unfortunate that, race is even playing a factor in media attention to literally missing people.
Right.
It's just really unfortunate.
The Gabby situation too, and I don't know.
Yeah, that was wild.
The Gabby situation is sad, but also because why people were so invested on top of her being white is the fact that she was a travel blogger. She was a social media person.
And I don't think a lot of people are
and so that's really why so many people are invested in the situation because they've been watching.
Yep.
They've been watching her journey. They've been watching her trip. They've been getting involved in. What you cracking muffins?
Why? What happened?
Why y'all talked about it?
Of course we did.
Oh dear.
But
that's true. Like that's a lot of why when people feel like they're a part of your journey and your trips and process and things like that. She's 22 years old and she was doing incredibly well, but she looked really wholesome. You know what I mean? And now all this stuff is coming out about, well, the relationship, people witness them having, some issues and emotional disturbances with each other. Like, all that stuff is really, really sad. So my heart goes out to her family, but it's unfortunate that so much of this shit comes with the territory around social media kids that are involved in this kind of shit, because people who constantly invite the audience in to participate feel like that also qualifies them to participate in the criticism of her or her relationship or her life or her upbringing. And it's just not, it's tasteless. It's not the time. It's not the time. Her parents,
her kids.
Yeah.
They don't have any.
No.
Yeah.
They don't have any limits. They don't have any limits. They don't give a fuck.
Also, real quick, speaking of as well, we didn't really talk about it last week, but everything that's going on at the Texas border with Haitians is sad, and it really, I don't know, it reaches to my heart. But recently, earlier this week, and again, we don't have Scream In, but there was a show where two of the hosts got pulled off immediately before Kamala Harris got on stage. Apparently, they had tested positive for COVID, and so instead of
on The View,
yeah, and I love reading, however, the tweets, because Sunny was about to hand it to her ass. And a lot of people are just assuming they didn't want Sunny to be on stage to Kamala.
Sunny Hostin?
Yes.
And Ava Navarro were pulled from set because of they tested positive?
Yes. And I don't know if it was administered by...
During the show.
During the show, on air.
The live
I heard
show.
they brushed them off.
But Sunny had been coming already for what...
Kamala Harris said she was going to do.
Not only what they've said, but I don't know if you've seen the tapes of Biden from way back when talking about how
there's no interest, there's no real commercial interest, political interest in
Biden.
it at all.
Biden said that if Haiti just sunk into the ocean, we wouldn't really miss anything from that. The people, the city. Come
on, Ish.
Give it
Tap
to
in,
us.
Ish.
Give it to us.
I don't know why we're shocked.
I don't think we're shocked.
We knew that we were voting for the better of two evils. We knew that.
Well, and not even just the better of two evils, just something other than that.
America today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some girl dissed me today. It was
Why?
funny today.
Why?
Wait. What? Okay.
This goes into, it's perfect.
Okay.
The picture that we saw of the dude whipping the Haitian dude.
Yes.
There's a reverse angle of that picture. We saw the frontal. He really wasn't whipping the dude. She showed the back of the picture. And she said, yo, you guys, your platform is so big and y'all are ignorant when you're talking about all of this stuff. Y'all need to do y'all due diligence first.
Okay.
And I ain't really ripper. I still said some shit like, okay, cool, that's one picture. So that one picture is still not going to be indicative of what's taking place. But that one particular picture that the media put up was an exaggeration.
Of course.
I'll show you. She showed the back and he wasn't whipping the dude. He was grabbing him still, but he wasn't whipping him, and it was misleading. But I'm not shocked at what Biden is doing. I'm not shocked at what Kamala Harris said. They have her on tape saying, we are going to accept these refugees, blah, 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 blah. They should not be turned back. They should never be turned back. In contrastly, she just said something to the contrary the other day.
Well, they've all been put on planes and gone back.
Are we... And then they showed them getting off planes. They threw their shit out and had them sorted out on their own. But are we shocked?
No, we're not shocked.
I won't say I'm shocked. I
don't watch news anymore.
I would say it's interesting, only even seeing what we've gone through over the last 4 years with the Build the Wall, and even just kind of the leniency recently on, I don't know, that border, even in terms of Mexico. And so the fact that we're now seeing this treatment done to Haitians, and mind you, this is personal. My sister is Haitian. Clearly, my mama like island men.
Some of my closest friends.
Yeah, and just seeing also what that country has already had to endure with the border of the Dominican Republic and the color of their skin, and
they've had endured
and also
for the
all
last
the hurricanes.
300-400 years.
I was about to say, it's so unfortunate because those are also some of the kindest people. Like, as far as islanders are concerned, some of them, I mean,
my ex was Haitian.
The majority of what just irks me about this is just kind of like we pull up all this old footage, right? And it's like it's all so conveniently blasted into the media during moments like this when it's like we all know what the sentiments are. Haiti is a place that politicians have once completely colonized and completely dehumanized, once we just strip a place of its resources, we just leave. We pack up and we leave. That's what happens. That's what they did in Afghanistan. Sure, we were at war. We were at war. I will not diminish the servicemen and women that have dedicated their lives to this mission. Mm-hmm. But I remember I went on a USO tour 7 years ago, and we went to Kabul, and we were in Kabul for 3 days. And I remember talking to women that were in the Air Force, and they had dedicated, literally, most of them were on at least their second or third tour, and they had dedicated so many years of their lives to teaching women how to read, to providing, different, minimal healthcare, minimal healthcare opportunities to try to educate women and educate young girls on just some basic hygiene stuff and offer them resources and access to medication and things like that. And she literally said, like, as soon as we leave, all of that will be undone. Yep, everything will be undone. And America as a whole won't care. The rest of us who are here, who've invested, who work in armed forces, who work in the military, for the most part, this is what a lot of us sign up to do because we're in service. That's what it means for us to be in service, is to provide things like this for people to live and live better than they live. And it just resonated with me because I thought, when we left Afghanistan, it was like people were falling off the plane, and it's like, well, we're just leaving. It's just over. Yeah. And that's what's happened in Haiti with anybody that's been involved. So I'm not surprised, but I think the part that's disheartening to me is thinking that now blasting that kind of footage from 30 years ago from Joe Biden or from Kamala, to me, blasting that is like, it's an eye roll because we're so desensitized by it. It's just like we're so desensitized by anything that anybody says anymore. It's like, this is just who we are. That sucks.
Take it a step further, if we got time.
Yeah, we got time.
We got time.
Newark ain't Haiti. Detroit not Haiti.
Right.
Cleveland ain't Haiti. Chicago not Haiti.
Miami might be.
Word, literally.
Actually,
about 28%. Yo,
Miami might be. Population wise, Miami might be.
Those run shit.
West Palm. Yeah.
We look at the poor's plight, no matter where the fuck it is. The same. Yeah, it don't gotta be in Haiti. Yo, you could go to Athens. They dirty. They greedy. They starving. Like, yo, dog. We look at the people that can't do nothing for us as niggas.
Right.
Whether they white, whether they black, don't matter where the fuck they are. Right. If we can't get something from you, we don't give a fuck. We ran and we got Saddam because allegedly he was tormenting his people. There have been leaders forever that have tormented their people. We didn't give a fuck because we couldn't get no resources from that particular region.
Oh yeah, it was all oil and gas.
But also, it wouldn't benefit us to be against that particular region because of our political interests.
It wouldn't be in our best. But again,
correct.
So again, a lot of what
it doesn't behoove us to go to war with Russia.
A lot of what I say, it all boils down to economics.
Right.
Like a lot of times, looking for the white girl. She was a popular white girl.
Yeah.
She was, how many followers she had?
800 and some thousand, yeah.
She was a popular white girl. Like, dog, a lot of shit is money. A lot of shit is money. It ain't morals, it ain't principles, it ain't nothing. It's money. A lot of that shit is money based. And whoever can benefit you the most financially, you'll extend yourself a little farther to help them. Yep. You get what I'm saying?
No,
like,
right.
The people that can't do nothing for you, fuck them.
You're right.
And I think that's across the board. If Haiti had but Haiti does have some resources, but we control them already. Yeah. So we got your shit already, nigga.
That's what I'm saying.
I fucked you already.
We got what we needed.
I don't gotta give you no attention, bitch. I fucked you already.
Oh my God, here you go. Oh my God, you're toxic.
I'm just equating it to something.
That's how men think, though.
No.
After the chase, because you want us when you can't have us. Then once you have us, it's like, oh. All right.
So do you get bored even if pussy is good? I hate how we shift from Haiti to
me.
Box.
Yes,
pussy don't keep my interest.
No, but I'm saying if it's good, like,
it don't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
So why do a lot of women assume that that's what's gonna keep
them?
Dumb. Oh shit!
And they won't listen.
Oh shit!
They dumb. They listen to their friend. Yo, dog. For everybody watching, you got a major female platform. Y'all need the honest, cool, experienced guy friend in your life.
Yeah,
right. I swear,
it's
dog.
Very true.
Y'all would be way more insightful. You would be way you would be well off.
I'll be honest too, real quick. I normally don't. Running red lights is not my thing, and one of the conversations.
Not my thing,
but one of the things that I used to always say before a man would come over, especially like back in the day when I had all these different niggas, I would let him know if I was on my period, and if he would come over.
You still
or
in
not,
my game.
If
you still, you heard me say that.
No. I didn't. I didn't at all.
Swag.
Your
Go
swag.
Go ahead.
Where's that?
Go ahead. Yeah.
No, but as women, I think one of the ways that you could tell if a man just really wants to be around you is if he's coming to chill with you and you be like, yo, just so you know, I'm on my period, so we can't really do anything tonight.
I get mad at women when they say that.
See if he's still. Well, you do, but a lot of men.
Why do you get mad?
But a lot of men will not.
Because fam, I'm your friend, and this is a test.
It is okay.
Dog. If I fuck with you, and
Yeah.
this is why pussy is not that important for me.
Okay.
If I fuck with you, I like being around you. I like spending time with
Yeah.
you. I like your other attributes besides your pussy.
Right.
So if I say, yo, dog, you want to go to the movies? It might be a movie I wanted to see. It's not contingent upon fucking you. Women are so accustomed that once they give up the pussy for the first time, every time you see that nigga, y'all fuck. So you letting him know, dog, yeah, I'll hang out with you, but we not gonna fuck today.
Do you know me and my man used to argue about that? He's like, that doesn't have to be announced. Whether you're on it or not, I still want to see you.
That's real.
But when I was dating when I was fucking these other niggas out here, a lot of times I knew if I was on my cycle, he'd be like, all right, well, let me know when it's off.
Or yo, yeah,
That's been the treatment
my
before.
mother just called me and damn, dog, I wanted to see you, but yeah, you know the water was running down the street.
When a man can really like let you know, despite whether we're gonna have sex or not, just know I'm trying
to be around you. I enjoy you. So women,
if I tell you I'm on my period, it's not because I don't want to fuck. It's because I am in a bad mood. Leave me the fuck alone.
Oh yeah.
But for a guy that you date,
if I'm telling, like if I'm like, listen, I'm on my period today, so unless you're gonna come over, shut the fuck up and bring me some chocolate, you don't need to be here.
That used to be a thing. Like that used to be a thing. If a man wanted to fly me out, well, let me tell you that this is where I'm at, and nothing's gonna happen before I come out. Like,
and that ticket did not get purchased most times.
Nope. Well, let me know when it come off.
Dog, I'm dead ass. So again,
let me know when the river run dry, baby.
When a man really is into you, when he's into you, dog.
Yeah.
We could keep it a buck. Dog, I've been in long relationships with women whose sex wasn't great. I enjoyed the person.
I'm sorry if y'all.
That shit is important for y'all.
Yeah, that's important.
It's really important for y'all. More important than for it is for us.
We gotta have
y'all don't know
sex.
that.
I need good sex.
I need good sex.
Women need good sex.
I can't be with you.
Well, but see, men don't need good sex, but then y'all just gonna go cheat. We need good sex.
My female friends told me, Ish, I don't give a fuck how dope he is. And I know this for a fact. Y'all can meet Sean. Sean make money. He funny. He sexy. Abs, six pack, all that shit. Yo, he's amazing. Conversation. He's fashionable. Everything. Girlfriends, y'all talking Sean up. Friday night come. Sean fuck you. Sean got a 3-inch dick. Your girlfriends be like, girl, what happened to Sean? You be like,
girl, there ain't no more Sean.
I don't even like the way that nigga chew his steak, girl. We went to dinner. I don't like the way this nigga tie his sneakers, like his knots be too big and his
everything
shoestrings.
about as perfect as Sean was, that you hate it because his dick is 3 inches. And this is not little dick shaming, but the sex part is important.
But
because I know a lot of women that like small peas.
No, but girls told me. Girls told me.
I know a couple girls.
A lot of girls like small
If a nigga dick is too little, it ain't nothing they could do. That's what girls told me. I don't know.
For some.
Okay.
My friend, there's a lot of women as well that and depending on what's going on, a lot of women don't enjoy pain during sex, and a lot of men.
But you gotta have a big dick and not make it painful.
Yeah, but you can't.
But it depends on the woman. Sometimes a woman's space,
the way it sits. Look, that part you know. All right. Ish, get the fuck out.
Nobody asked that.
It's a joke, ass.
Before we get out of here, y'all know we talk about TV and what's going on.
So much good fucking
and
television.
I'm not gonna hold you. Season finale, if you haven't watched it yet, 9 Perfect Strangers.
Oh my God.
Fucking good. You know what, actually, I want to
watch 9 Perfect Strangers?
Park said the end was...
It's a book, so that's why that's why the ending was that.
It could have ended at episode 7 and not 8. However, watching it, I do want to give a huge trigger warning. If you have lost anyone due to suicide, bitch, I was boohoo crying the last 2 episodes.
It's very, very
and
tough.
I've never lost someone to suicide, and I could just imagine what watching that on TV was like. One of the other things I want to, I'm only on episode 3, so bear with me here. And y'all know I don't like accents. I don't like reading shit, and I don't like dubs. However,
So you watch
Chinese
cartoons.
show. The Asian
So
show.
you watch
oh
cartoons.
my God, Squid Game
I ain't see it yet.
on
haven't
fucking
either.
Netflix.
They ranting and raving about it.
It is good. And I'm not going to lie.
It's on my watch list
It's
now.
one of the best dubs. Now, I know our mouths don't really match. However, nah, bro, they mouths kind of match.
Squid Game? Okay.
But they mouths kind of match. When he say yo, it say yo. And maybe yo is...
Yo is universal.
Yo, it's universal. Yo, you're stupid. You ever saw Money Heist?
No, because the mouths don't match.
The mouths don't match on Money
Too bad.
Heist.
Money
It's
Heist
so
is
bad.
dope,
The
though.
voices don't match either, and I
Yeah.
can't. That's why I
Don't
couldn't
match
get
what?
into
You
it.
don't know what the other people's voices are like.
like
The voices don't match their
You can
face,
tell the
right?
They don't
dubbing.
match the face. The voices don't match the face.
You
and
can
I-
tell the dubbing.
It don't.
But the
They don't do a good job.
Big
with
ass
it.
dude like
No.
this and his
So
voice
the
all
dubbing,
like,
the-
Right. And this big old big burly man. It's like, no, we don't like. Come on, he don't talk like that.
The dubbing on Squid Game is not only good, but there's just some socioeconomic ways to view the show that are really good. Like the idea of being in debt and not being valuable to society, and pretty much you see that.
Wow.
No, when
I didn't think about it from that perspective.
No, it's
Wow.
so good.
I watch it now because I didn't want to watch it before.
No. There's all of these ways. So they and this isn't a spoiler because like I said, I'm only on 3 episodes. But basically, the premise of the show is they round up all of these. I think it's 456 or I want to say it's 456 people that are in high debt.
That are fucked up.
That either
Wow.
owe debt from laundering schemes, that owe debt to gamblers, that owe debt just from bills from life, and they all get the opportunity to win like 450 billion won or some shit, which is millions of US dollars. But they go and they have to play these games. First episode, they're playing red light, green light, and all these people are just like.
Yo,
we're
don't
playing-
tell it.
No,
No,
it's
I
not.
heard
This is
though. No, I
episode
heard
one.
though.
I'm
But
gonna
this
go
is
watch
also
it.
the
I'm gonna
trailer.
go watch it.
But they play all of these children's games. I've only got to where they're playing red light, green light.
Joe got far.
But
so
okay,
Joe's kind
but
of
basically,
Joe's spoiling it for everybody else.
Not really.
But what's interesting is they have the opportunity to leave the game and go back to their lives. Or the other thing is everyone that's already died. If y'all want to quit the game now, everyone's families get the winning. Get it split up between the families. So you also see.
So do they die though? If your
people
family
start-
gets the money, do you
no,
die?
people start dying playing the game.
Yeah, I know.
But what's crazy is you also see the
Greed and
greed
the evil in the people.
and you see the people that are like, oh, well, nah, fuck the fact that some of us are going to die. I need this money. And you literally just see how we're toyed with in the government and what money makes us do.
That
and
is indicative of the world,
It's
my
really,
nigga.
I'm not going to lie.
Have you seen 3%? Have you watched the show 3% on Netflix?
I think I have. I watched all sci-fi
it's
shit.
another
Yeah.
show with it's Brazilian. It's in Portuguese and they have overdubs.
Yes.
but it's the same
Yes.
concept. Everyone is born into poverty.
Yeah.
and when you are 20 years old, you go through a series of tests to see how qualified you are to participate in a more higher class
Really?
of society.
Yeah.
And you only have one chance when you're 20 years old to take the test. If you fail, you go back and you're in poverty for life.
And so
It's an amazing
that's
show.
dope.
It's
Now
an
that's
amazing
dope.
show.
I'ma fuck with- I'll
Because
fuck
the
with
test, because the tests are so. I mean, it's such a mind fuck,
That's
right?
really
and,
dope.
and it's group activity. So you have to see same kind of
Yeah.
situation
So-
where you have to see what you contribute. Same thing.
I would say watch it.
Netflix always got some good shit to fuck with your
I'm
mind.
also surprised that this hasn't been remade into like an
That's
American.
what Joe said. Joe said somebody gonna pick it up.
100% because
Yeah.
it's so good, and it reminds me. I'm a huge fan of like Hunger Games and.
So listen,
and-
I said, dog. So what you're saying is it's Saw meets Hunger Games, and he was like, exactly
what it
I
is.
love that. I love that.
Exactly.
He said exactly.
It's great.
That's what he said.
It's great. So I'm going
Because
home
even
to
Hunger
get one.
Games, they show level blah blah blah
Yeah.
blah blah, and
Yeah.
in this level, it was all the money.
It's great.
And then all these other levels,
Yep.
these niggas is out here shooting pheasant teeth.
Right. Yeah,
Right.
it's great.
Same shit.
I
It's great.
haven't been on Netflix because I've been on Apple Plus. Apple Plus has all the shit.
Yeah, you still ain't giving me no login.
Oh, I gotta. I'll text it to you. The morning show is back for season 2. I
heard
don't know
it's
if y'all
dope.
watched this
With
first
Reese Witherspoon,
one.
right? I heard it's
yeah,
dope. I
Reese
haven't watched
Witherspoon,
it,
Jennifer Aniston.
All the whites.
Yeah, and I always forget his name from The Office.
Steve Carell.
Steve Carell. There we go.
Oh, that's
I heard
a
it's
good
dope.
lineup.
No, I heard
He's
it's dope.
also on the show.
I
It's
heard
a
it's dope.
phenomenal show.
I heard.
Season two is kicked off, so it's been 2 episodes so far. It's great. I'm halfway through the second season of C. Do you watch C? It's so good.
This is what happened since I've been on the pod.
Not blaming the pod.
No, dog. I'm not a TV dude.
Yeah, a TV person.
Right?
I'm a TV person.
TV takes you away from the bag. It does.
Oh God!
It does.
Not the sleep
It
when you
does.
die
It
mindset.
does.
Get your.
It does.
No.
I be up at 5 watching this shit. I tell y'all.
All of these wealthy seminars, right? Not to dry up the coochie as Joe would say. Fam, they all tell you TV's the enemy.
Man, fuck out of here.
It's wasted time.
Well, guess what? You also don't go to therapy. TV is my therapy. It's my break from work. It is what I need. So I'm not
There you
listening
go.
to your ass.
You're right.
Because you overwork yourself and you don't go to therapy and you just assume you have all the answers. And my
not
nigga,
saying
I
that.
even love watching Chopped. That shit just takes me.
It's therapeutic, yeah.
Oh, I love Chopped.
therapeutic.
How you think I know how to
What's
cook?
Chop? Oh, no.
Chop.
Okay.
Food Network.
Food
it's
Network.
not
Yeah,
Chop.
Food Network
I'm
show.
thinking about Snapped.
Oh, no.
I was about to say, okay.
I ain't gonna hold you. Snapped is the reason why
no.
if a motherfucker show up 2 minutes late, I assume he got killed.
Oh my God,
By
that's
one of his
exactly where her
lovers.
brain goes. I can't.
No, my
But they also, I don't think TV's the enemy. I think it depends. I think it depends on
I
what
think
you do.
are your own worst enemy.
Yeah, I think if you let it consume you and consume your time,
Dog, when you start
I get
talking about
inspired.
19 shows that are banging and you want to watch all of them plus 3 or 4 dope ass docs.
Well,
and they
nah,
don't
because
stop.
they're not. Well, no, because they're not shows that you. Not all shows, especially Apple Plus, they're not shows that you binge. So like, it's not like a Netflix
That's worse.
situation. So it's like you'll just catch up when you catch up, and sometimes I'll miss a week, and sometimes I won't.
How many shows you watching currently?
4.
I'm only watching now Squid Game. I just finished 9 Perfect Strangers. And outside of that,
You finished Clickbait. That was last
You
week.
watch Kanan?
No.
Really?
I do.
She
I love
does.
Kanan.
I watch Real Housewives of
I don't.
Potomac.
I don't watch any of
and
that shit.
Atlanta and New York and Salt Lake City, but those come on Sundays.
You watch all 4 of the cities?
They don't all run at the same time.
I'm just saying you watch all 4 of them.
Yeah. I love Real
That's
Housewives.
5
franchise.
shows. 6 shows.
That's throughout a year. They don't all run.
Oh,
they don't
gotcha,
all
gotcha.
air at the same
Kanan,
time.
I'm watching Kanan. I'm watching Ted Lasso, which everybody should have been
I heard it's
watching.
good.
I've been talking about Ted Lasso since we started.
Ted Lasso got to cut her check.
I love them. They sent me a whole PR box. Ted Lasso we watch. There's another show on Stars that I really enjoy called Heels, and it's about wrestling. It's about
I saw it. I ain't see it. I saw it.
it's really good. That's another show that I watch. And then
If you're listening to this show, don't listen to Ish. You can very well
Absolutely.
watch TV.
No, rock
and
out.
be productive.
And be
Hold on.
successful.
Also, do not
Also-
listen to Ish.
Yeah, don't listen to
please.
me.
Also-
and thank you.
Don't listen to me.
Fred Savage did a reboot of The Wonder
Wonder
Years
Years.
with a black
With black
family,
people are
and
coming
Don
on.
Cheadle narrates the main character, and it's brilliant.
You saw it?
Yeah, I watched
I didn't
the
know it
first
came on yet.
episode
Oh,
last
okay.
week. Yeah, brilliant. And but the thing is too, a lot of these shows, Ish, to be fair, most of these shows are 30-minute episodes, 20-something minute episodes. So they're great. So it's a quick little in between if you're making food, whatever, you get ready in the
Watch
morning.
TV,
it's great.
fam.
It's great.
Watch TV. I'm not telling
Thanks,
them not to
Ish.
watch TV.
Thanks, Ish.
Thanks so much
I
for your therapy
I
recommendation.
appreciate that. Is there anything? Well, I assume you're not watching
No,
TV,
I'm
so we have
watching
nothing.
Kanan.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's getting a little
I got
crazy for me
girl.
now. It's
No,
getting
I
a
got
little. Kanan's
girl,
getting a little
so
crazy.
My girl's a TV head.
So
I didn't even have-
so
oh,
you're
you don't
calling,
even
so
know.
you're calling her broke because she's a TV head.
No, I didn't. She is. It's like no.
Wow.
not
I ain't gonna hold you. During my 2-week breakup,
not
this nigga watched Squid Game without. I was pissed because I'm like, we never. I said,
Without you?
without me.
That-
I said,
Y'all
I know,
broke up.
I know we was
Yeah.
broken up, but so it's good. You should have waited until we got back together to
You
watch
going to
it.
Mexico without him?
she
Yeah,
sure
because
is.
it was a breakup trip that
And
I
it
was
was a
like,
breakup watch. I binged on my breakup.
well, nigga, I was like,
With some
I'm
ice
only
cream.
going to Mexico because I thought I was gonna be single, and me and my friend was
I
about
only
to cry
watched and I only watched Squid Games because you wasn't here. But now I'm watching
okay,
a few
Valerie.
shows. I'm watching a few shows.
Okay.
Kanan, what else? What else you watching?
I watch Kanan. I watch
Sundays are hard because now it's football season. So in my house, we have it's very limited.
No, it's
Just say you don't
I
watch
finished
TV, it's
Money
okay.
Heist.
Okay.
I just finished the newest season of
Newest
Money
season
Heist.
of Money Heist.
Even though I think it was only like 8 episodes, I think 6, 8, and then it's coming back on how they've been doing the partial seasons. I watch Godfather of Harlem.
Yes, I love
watch,
Godfather of
I've been meaning to get into that one.
I got to give you the login for that too.
I watch Tariq, dumbass,
The ghosts.
Not
season
his
2.
dumb ass.
stupid ass him. What else? Then my girl had me watching the Chicago shits.
The Shy? No?
Chicago PD and Chicago
Oh,
Fire.
nah, I don't watch
That's
that.
funny.
Them shit's dope.
I don't watch that.
Look, they dope. I don't really. I ain't had cable before I had a girlfriend.
Oh. I mean, I don't have cable now, but I feel like I'm paying what I would have been paying for
none of
cable
the
anyway. With all the
subscription-based
shit.
shit. None of that. I ain't had none of that.
Yeah, oddly enough, only the last 2 years I got into it because when I broke my foot, I literally was in the house.
Done.
So I was like taking, you know what I mean? Just sitting there like
Well,
taking my
ice cream.
time to heal and watching shows. Billions is another show that I watched that's really
everybody
fantastic.
told me I
that
would
one I
love
gotta
it.
start
I've
with.
never seen it, but they told me I would love it.
Billions is also really good. I mean, there's a lot of shows that we watch that
Fam, if you got
It's a lot
15
of
shows you
shows.
watching a half an hour a piece a week, that's a lot of time.
Sounds like you at least getting some sex.
yeah.
When you just
Yeah.
said you watched the shows with your girl. I just said I was mad that he didn't watch. I watch a lot of shows with my partner.
Nigga, I could come home,
Look,
roll your ass.
all right.
I don't need to warm up with Billions.
And look, but also look. And then
your
if she
fat
says,
ass over
and then
there,
if she
let's
says
play.
no, not tonight, that turns you on, huh? Anyways, we're gonna go.
It turns me on. I love when my man is like, no, I'm tired. That's what's up. He's not. You lying.
Oh wait, we
See?
can't say
See?
that, Bridget.
No, women can
No,
say
we
that.
Yes,
can't
we
say
can.
that. A
Yes,
man
they
can
can.
say no. We can say no to sex with your
I-
partner.
No,
Listen,
the
and-
man says no. You still digging his boxers and pull it out.
No, I don't.
Lay there, nigga.
No means
Lay
no.
there.
Oh my God.
No
I'm gonna
means
sit right
no.
on top. You lay there. I don't need you to participate.
No means no.
No means
I'm
no
lying.
until the no turns to yes.
Am
and
I
then
lying?
at that point, it's
Oh
yes.
my God, you cannot say this is all.
In
Nope, nope.
the
Am I
comfort
lying?
of my boyfriend and I have had this conversation
Nope.
many a time,
Nope.
and I was instructed specifically, if you want it and I am asleep, please, by all means, take it.
Well, that's
Cool,
consent.
I will wake you
That's
up.
early consent, but that's still not.
Take it.
It's
No,
giving
this
taste.
is-
That's what she said.
That's what
giving-
that's what I was told.
It's giving. Ish, thank you so much for joining us this week
Yeah.
on See the Thing
Wasn't me.
because this conversation is crazy. We're getting out of here to Nas Brunch on Sundays featuring Blast.
Hey, damn,
Because-
dog. Y'all don't do 3-hour pods?
No, we
No.
do. No, sir. First off, y'all potted for 30 minutes in a break, and I was having anxiety.
Fam, we got like 7 other topics. This
Do we?
Yeah, we always do,
Wait,
apparently.
hold on, because actually people cussed me out for stopping the pod early. Do y'all have any more topics y'all would like to get to this week?
We covered
We covered our list.
our schedule.
Do you have anything else? Oh no, because
Nah,
When
we
you
you
talk
like
to me on the
over it
phone,
now.
no, when you talk to me on the phone, you like, yo, I'm gonna bring up this, I'm gonna bring up that, I'm bring
I
up
mean,
that.
we sat and did a whole hour of
I told her
relationship.
fucking-
No, you didn't, and I told you just
On the
because
phone you did?
No, he's so
Damn.
full of shit. And I kept telling
Look,
Ish,
she's
I said,
like,
it's just because you
"You
say you
right."
tearing me up
No,
doesn't mean
she's
you
like,
tearing me up.
Oh, you wrong.
No,
You
I
are
didn't.
right.
I didn't do that. You're full of shit.
Wait till we cut the mic
You're
off.
full of shit. Why we gotta cut the mic off? We
I don't
right
wanna-
here.
I don't want to bring up some
No,
of the stuff that
what-
we-
what was we bringing up?
This is giving big love and hip hop reunion energy. Both of y'all yelling over over me on this couch.
No, but also Ish, you're lying because you're on here. Don't bat your little green ass eyes to me, nigga. You're lying.
Dog.
I had a rebuttal.
What were you allegedly right about?
Name any topic, and I'm gonna tell you I was right. We had the conversation. A bunch of the tip. We were going there today.
Hold on. Here we go. One
She
question.
said she got to date a nigga that make as much money.
No,
if
no,
not
no,
more.
no.
I
No,
tore
no.
her fucking ass
Okay,
up.
we had a different conversation about that because I told you where I'm at now with that. I spoke from my 20 self. However, let's have this conversation real quick, right?
Okay.
So me and Ish, although I tried to bag him, also one of my other friends was talking to him too.
Okay.
And at the time that
Was
they
she
were
also from the palace?
no,
No.
she wasn't from the palace.
Just asking.
No. So we were talking about why they had never really met up. So of course I hear one side of the story from Ish. I hear another side of the story from her. But of course, because she's my friend, I already know what it is. I know how men are the niggas in her roster and who's showing her
Okay.
attention. So they exchange numbers. Ish is one of them type of men, hold on, that just like to live in your phone. He don't really make plans with you. He's waiting for you to say, I want to see you. And wait.
I mean,
let
you
me-
did say that you were passive.
You see what I mean? So let me finish. So I'm hearing the side of the story from him because I ain't gonna hold you. I got really drunk at Versus and I text her and I was like, you should give him a chance. I don't know if he's single now, but he's so nice. He bought me drinks. This is what happens.
This is why. This is why Mandii only lasted 3 days in sober September.
So anyways, so we're talking because he's like, yo, like when I would hit her, it would just like, we wouldn't officially make plans. And I was telling him, I said, what you have to understand is at the time that I knew she was dating and at the time that I knew he was in her phone, niggas was like moving mountains to take her out. I said niggas was showing up with red bottoms, sending her flowers to work. Like niggas was really showing up, showing interest. And I said, you have to realize that when dating someone, you can't just show up and hope she meets you halfway when technically you are competing, quote unquote, against all the other niggas that are vouching for her attention right now. So if all these other guys are doing XYZ, making reservations, picking her up, you can't expect her to just meet you halfway in dating when that's not how she has to show up.
What year was this?
Probably like 2012, 13, 14.
Yeah, the boys are not
13,
doing
14.
that. The boys
No.
are not doing that right now.
Oh, back
Boys are
then
not
they
doing
weren't.
that no more.
Oh, she was doing it. She was getting red
They're
bottoms.
doing
doing
it
it then.
now. They're doing it now.
They are.
They're doing it now.
No, I'm saying the boys right now are not interested in competing and doing all this other shit. If they doing it, it's because they interested. They not. I don't know.
But I told
shit
Ish.
just to do
I
it.
said Ish. It's not that she wasn't giving you that attention, but I was like, you have to understand if you are single and the woman is single, and you know that both of y'all are entertaining different people. If she's not meeting you halfway, you also have to maybe keep in mind, and only because I was, of course, on the inside looking out, I was like, I know how other men are showing up. And Ish, you were always working. I think there was 1 or 2 times y'all was supposed to go out and you stayed at work. You were working. And so she was just like, even that, like, if you're not going to put me into your
that. It was so
schedule.
long ago, I don't remember,
but you clearly just said
Sounds-
you
it
work.
sounds on brand.
It
Sounds on brand.
it sounds on brand.
It's not like you were at home watching television.
Totally. Now,
Like
my response to Mandii was, dog, you're right. It's 2 parts to my response.
okay.
One of the parts was, and this is why I'm big on conversation.
Of course.
Conversation wins me. Right?
Yeah.
Conversation I promise you.
Okay.
Conversation wins me over.
Okay.
The bitch could be drop dead gorgeous.
If she can't keep up with the combo,
She
honey.
can't. Looks get them.
Yes.
Personality keep them. Women
true.
don't know that. That's one of the things that a lot of women don't know.
I think we have more personality than men and can hold conversations.
It's
It's not that women don't know that. It's
subjective,
that a lot of men don't move like that.
True.
And a lot of men don't say that.
And so now-
because a lot of men will play a good woman over a woman that looks good. So that's why that argument doesn't hold up.
I told you all the time, I used to get niggas with my personality.
Again, what I'm
All the
saying
time.
is personality keeps them. A lot of women don't know that. Personality keep them. A nigga will fuck the pretty chick. We know all right. We know a million of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
One prettier than the next, prettier than the next,
Yep.
prettier than the
Yep.
all the quote unquote
Yep.
bad bitches. Ain't none of them
Absolutely.
married.
Absolutely.
And them bitches can't get a nigga to commit for more than a year. 3 to 6 months is not a committal.
Oh.
That's the time. That's the honeymoon phase. I found a newer, prettier bitch that I want to go fuck now. Your time is up. Peace. I'm talking about commitment,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Personality gets the commitment. The looks don't get the commitment,
Right.
right? So with your friend, I'm talking to you, right? I've had girls be mad, like, yo, all this nigga want to do is talk on the phone. She just said it. I'm talking to you to get to know you, to see if I even want to go out with you.
And I ain't gonna hold you. Ish can talk.
Right.
Even though you can't, you don't. We be on the phone. Oh my God.
That's because Mandii can talk.
I know.
I mean-
so look, what I'm saying.
Like, the only reason she's like, oh my God, you won't shut up either? We're friends.
So in the instance of her friend, can we go?
Yes.
Yeah, go.
We
Let's
can go.
go. Yeah.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
In the instance of her friend, I met her friend. I met her friend through one of Joe's friends.
Yeah.
A long time, right?
okay.
So this when Joe lived. Joe
Yep.
lived in Edgewater,
Yep.
right?
The house.
All right, cool. No, this was before
No,
Montclair.
Before,
Oh.
before,
Before
yeah.
Montclair.
It
So
was
it was a long time ago.
Long
right?
time ago.
Boom. Cute. And the girl was like, yo, when she see you, she gonna love you. This is what her friend said. Meet her, we kicking it. Boom. I chilled the whole day with her, dropped her off. It was like 1 a.m. Ain't try to come inside.
And then I
nothing.
seen you, and then she showed me, and I was like, dang, Joe got good looking friends? Because I don't really see Joe around too many good looking, like not my type. And he's, clearly I tried to bag him.
I'm trying to talk to her.
Like, yo, I
we
know
talking,
this
we
nigga.
talking,
Yeah.
we getting along.
Yeah.
But you got the other niggas that's flying you out. You got the other niggas that's paying for your attention. I'm not really willing to pay for your attention. If you want to be around me and I want to be around you, just like we said about when girls on their period, I genuinely want to be around you. I sincerely want to get to know you. I don't want to get to know you to fuck. I still do want to fuck you, be clear. But that's not the pinnacle for me
Right.
once we start talking.
And that's why I said, boys, the guys nowadays they're not interested in doing that. Like,
Mandii
I'm not
said it
tricking
like-
off for the sake of trying to convince you that I want to get to know you.
I'm
That's
not paying for your time.
Right.
I shouldn't have to pay for your time.
Right.
And now I said to Mandii, I said, and I'm not, this is my nigga. I still say hi to her. I
Yeah.
see her online. She got sick. I'm like, yo, prayers with you. You good. The whole shit. Like, I haven't seen
Where
her.
was my prayers when I had COVID?
Nigga, she don't got COVID.
Yeah, but I had COVID.
This is even crazier.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen her in so long. Yo, I was at a basketball game a couple summers ago. She walked up to me and said hi. I didn't know who she was.
Yeah.
And she got mad at me, right?
I would too.
I'm online today.
How?
Probably like 3 weeks ago. I'm like, dog, you good? I be cracking jokes. She don't even live in New York or New Jersey.
Yeah, but the problem
That's
is
sincerity. That's genuine shit.
is.
I've never fucked a girl. I've never kissed the girl. And I still check on you from time to time. I still say nice shit to you. You still my nigga. The niggas that fucked you and was giving you the red bottoms, where are they?
with their wives, but that's another.
Yo,
mind me.
They're getting
All
married
right.
after
All
they
right.
after they
Fam.
were in Tulum
See
with
what I
you.
mean?
And
But
hold-
wait,
now
we
getting
not gonna
married.
do.
One more
but we
piece.
not go.
I love her. That's my
Ish,
nigga.
I
One
know,
more piece.
I know, because you ain't
And
shit.
I said to this, dog, as fly as she is, as cool as she is, I'm that too.
Yeah.
So why is she the prize?
Oh wait, don't do that. First off, our comments were destroyed when we talked about who the prize is.
She's
and
the
who isn't.
prize. No, women are the prize and men are the prize.
I said men were the prize, so we still
You
got
did
to
say
it.
men.
Oh no, but
She
I
said
did say men were the
prize.
prize.
yeah. Did you see the clip? Oh, the clip. Oh, I gotta show you the comments.
Oh, I don't care.
Dog,
I don't
yo,
give a fuck. Because let me be honest with you. Most of the people that's out here talking all that shit, y'all single, y'all miserable, y'all
miserable.
bitter, y'all hurt, or y'all in relationships that you don't want to fucking
That
be
you
in, that
do
you
not wanna
thugging
be.
down because
Yeah.
it's convenient.
Yep.
Knock it
Indeed.
off. Nobody over here is taking it personally.
Right.
Indeed.
You right.
So
What else you had to say, Ish? Because you ain't gonna come in here and steerhead our podcast to be motherfucking.
I love this, and I'm here for it.
She told me to keep.
But this is what
Shorty
this
is
is the ish we've been waiting 2 hours for.
Dog.
Carry
Ish,
the fuck
damn,
on.
not saying Ish ain't been shit for 2 hours.
Carry on.
Not
Shorty
saying-
is dope.
Yes.
Right? And I
Ish,
told
you been
Mandii,
mid all
I-
episode.
You have not been mid.
bad.
Mandii wears mid. She
Look.
can't talk. She can't call nobody mid.
That's why I came in with the fly joints today, because
She had to wear her off-whites
Yeah, because they was
because-
talking shits about me last week with my.
You had Jordan 1 mid.
Okay, but I like the colorway. See,
You
we're
hear
not
the
gonna do
judge-
that.
you hear the judgment
We're not
in his
gonna do
voice?
that.
That's what happens.
I literally came in today, not only with my rollie, but I was like, you know what? Let me show them. I got the off-white highs.
And your self-generated sweatshirt.
I was about
She
to
has
say,
her own face
I
on her
have-
sweatshirt today. You see my girl with her own
I
merch?
said, I love me. They're not gonna get me away from
dope.
my mids.
You dope.
They were $178 on
All that,
StockX.
Yo,
You broke the bank.
what's so crazy is if people really knew how much name brand shit Mandii has, the way
No,
that you hear her talk, you
what's
would
crazy,
never.
But what's crazy is I
She's
hate
like,
it.
they were so, I overpaid for these dunks. I was like, what are you talking about? She bought them early on StockX and she paid like 200.
They were $30 more than
She
what I
paid like
clicked.
$230 and she was livid.
Because on the
Mind
sneaker
you-
app, they were like $20 cheaper.
Mind you, she has fucking Fendi alpaca sandals.
No, but what's crazy too is, but
That
no,
were probably-
And a little date just
no,
on.
those
That
were
were
1200.
probably
They were 12.
They were
Me and Crystal
1200.
bought them together in Miami. Me and my friend bought them together. We have matching.
Yep, absolutely.
we have
That's how
matching
she
shoes.
give it up.
But yo, I told her, dog, I'm dope. She dope, I'm dope. Why I gotta go 85%? Like, she doing me a solid.
I just feel like you have to understand when we date.
The
what
man
we-
is the pursuer.
Not only the demand.
I said the man.
Oh, I was gonna say demand. I say that because we often associate dating with settling. And so if someone is not showing up
tore your
in a
ass
way,
up on
no,
that too.
no, nigga, I tore you up on this. You see, he be lying. He's lying to the people.
All right,
now.
let's just get to the point. I want to hear it.
But basically, I was letting him know, like, when we date, and we talked about this on the pod, when we reach a certain caliber of a man, we talked about this with Joy.
Yeah.
And having Future and Bow Wow as her baby daddy, so of course she's dating Diddy right now.
Yeah.
Of course she's entertaining a man like that. As women,
That's in her strategy.
as women, once
Lost.
you, no. As women, wait, what?
Lost?
Y'all lost.
Who,
Go.
let me finish.
Why did we look?
Yeah.
It's just had to turn his mic around. That's how little self-control he has.
As women, when we experience a certain level of treatment, and you know what? I'm going to take it all the way back to your words earlier this episode. You brought up, no. I'm going to bring up earlier this episode, you brought up the fact that we couldn't have both, or we had to choose between wealth or a man showing up in an emotional way, in a way that we need him to show up. So what I'm saying is, when men show up for us in a certain way, we do believe that, damn, now that we got that, we know that we can achieve that, and that's what we deserve. Mm-hmm. And so in dating, anything less than that is settling. Women don't like to feel like we settled in dating or relationships or choosing a partner, or how at the end of the day we're being treated.
Right.
And so if a man shows up and shows me a level and way, I'm like, ooh, I enjoy that I'm being treated this way. That's the standard I want to say to. And so any man after that, if they don't reach that caliber, I'm wasting my time. Go ahead, light skin, green-eyed bandit.
Tapped in.
I'm 1,000% in agreement with you.
Okay.
In agreement with you.
Thank you.
The only
because she was gonna come at you for the word, bitch.
I'm a nervous fan. But the only thing you named was materialistic and financial shit in your definition of good treatment. And I just said that about your girlfriend. All of the niggas that bought the red bottoms that you stamped as treating you well because they were taking you to restaurants that got the name on the plates, that's not good treatment. When a nigga is in town playing against the Knicks or the Nets, and he takes you out to dinner, and he buys you some shoes.
I love when they play both teams because they in town for 4 days. Them niggas be in town for a long time.
She gets to go to STK.
I get double days.
Look.
I'm like, oh, you in town for 4 days.
And then he's gone.
Right.
For the next 2 or 3 months.
Right.
How the fuck do y'all stamp that as good treatment?
Well,
when a nigga like me that's on the phone with you, talking to you when you lonely as fuck.
What you missed is even the fact that they made the time. I said reservations were made. You got busy with work and canceled a few times.
No. We're not even talking about her. That's all.
Okay.
We're not even talking about her.
Okay.
We're talking about the standard that is now set. Because you said once you are accustomed to a certain level of treatment, quote unquote, that's the bar. And it should be the bar. But everything you said to define good treatment was all materialistic shit that is so superficial and so surface that now at 35, them bitches lonely as hell and they want the nigga that's gonna massage their feet.
But also
the joy example is also
I was gonna get into it, but I didn't want to be personal. Now we gonna be personal. Future's treating you good because he's buying you shit. He's fucking half of Atlanta, my nigga.
Yeah, half of the U.S.
So is that really good treatment?
No. What I think she was referring to about the standard.
Talk to it.
She said Bow Wow and Future set the standard.
Let Bridget speak now.
I don't think Bow Wow and Future set the standard for men
or treatment.
No, but what we were saying is we're not. We're in the conversation where she's with Diddy. Hold on. The all-encompassing conversation that everybody else has had with her being with Diddy is that it's materialistic when in fact those people who don't know Joy makes her own fucking money and does very well for herself on her own. So she has established a lifestyle herself. Mm-hmm. And the standard is the lifestyle, not necessarily material things.
Or not the treatment either.
And not the treatment either. That's lifestyle. The standard that we discussed as far as everything with Joy goes. What I will say is the problem with what happens with women when we get to a certain age, which is isn't it what Kevin Samuels called us the danger zone? Is that the
danger zone?
The danger zone. The problem is with women that
we're sitting next to Kevin Samuels 2.0. By the way, he's the only one on the whole pod that
we're not.
Okay, sorry.
We're not. I have yet to see a picture of Ish on the internet or anywhere else that makes me question his relevance in a world full of women other than at the nail salon. So.
Wait, you didn't see that episode?
I did. I'm talking about he's nothing like Kevin. Never mind. You missed it. Went over your head. But you got it. No, I really think the problem with us having conversations around women and standards and things like that is that sometimes for some women, material things is a love language. And that's okay too. Because some women are not.
Gift giving is a love language.
Especially when for some it is.
It is.
But you're right. Gift giving is not predicated on price. It's predicated on
Thoughtfulness
thought.
and
so if I
consideration.
could give you a small trinket that I made by hand,
And maybe you could
that
have.
some people will worship way more than a gift that costs $20,000.
It depends on who's giving it.
But also,
no, it depends on who's receiving
but also,
it.
No,
yes,
it depends on who's giving it. Because if a man,
Oh,
who,
maybe.
makes, if a
You're
man
right.
who makes $75,000 a year, he does not buy himself Balenciaga anything, and he goes and blows 3 checks worth on a bag for his girl so she can feel special with the rest of her friends that she's around.
Yeah.
That's still important. That's still that's a hard-working man's bread that he put into that
But
bag.
also, Ish, what you said too, you were like, yo, I was willing to give her conversation.
thoughtful.
The minority.
Yeah, but
that's a lot of people.
But
You know how many
Not
Louis
the one, not the demo we talking
yeah,
about.
but also,
you know how many
fuck
you
the
know how
demo,
many
fuck the
Louis
demo.
bags and Birkin bags we've seen in the projects? Let's not kid ourselves.
I know,
But-
but I'm talking about the people that are gonna look at that with that level of appreciation.
But Ish, you're taking away.
But the thoughtfulness is the fact that somebody worked really hard to do that.
You're taking the thoughtfulness away from the gift giving based on it being materialistic, and also inserting the fact that you wanting to hold a conversation with a woman means more. Me wanting to just talk on the phone. Do you know what I could talk on the phone with? An inmate. Inmate.com. I'm able to talk on the phone with men for a very long period of time.
Not by choice.
And it doesn't. Yeah, but it does.
They don't have a choice. When a nigga as busy as me takes time out my day to talk to you on the phone for an hour, bitch, that means something.
Well, it better not, because you spent
That's
an hour on the phone with me and it meant nothing.
Oh my God, that's not
It
true.
meant something.
Okay,
It meant
He wouldn't
something.
do it.
Okay, you're
You
right.
wouldn't do that if you didn't respect somebody.
Yo,
If you
that
thought
meant
you
something.
not-
It was an interesting conversation, but he thought he was getting me. He wasn't. And I like to debate.
Dog, so now let me take it this way. If James Harden buys you a $15,000 bag,
First off, can we use someone else?
If-
I know him. Can we?
I was gonna say, yeah, we know that.
Yeah, we know
him
that
in
nigga.
real life.
Everybody
We're
know
not-
that
look,
nigga.
what I'm
Well,
saying,
not that way. I don't.
no, what I'm
Oh,
saying
I'm just
is,
saying everyone else.
I was using
was
James
like,
Harden
wait,
because
no.
he's one of the most paid niggas and he's
Yes.
single.
Yes.
That's why I was using.
Yes.
Is he?
Yes.
From what I know.
Okay.
Family. Anyway,
Okay.
I didn't want to say
A lot of these men are single and they dealing with women who don't think they are.
Okay,
And
there
that's-
we go. There we go.
Or women that know they are not single. You don't want to talk about that, right?
First off,
We talk
because
about
we're 2.5
that.
hours
We
in-
actually talk about that all the
All
time.
right, all right.
You obviously don't listen to how Mandy has had these conversations.
No, I
but we
believe
talk
you.
about that
Nah,
all the
you
time.
don't know how I give it up in these
We
streets.
talk about that
You
quite
feel
often.
me?
The same niggas that's buying the red bottoms when they fly in.
Okay.
Yes.
So-
So for them, that's not thoughtful,
What,
maybe.
what I'm saying is this: when a nigga that's filthy fucking rich
Yeah.
buys you something
That's
that you
not-
might
it's
can't
regular.
afford, right? If I make $50 million and I buy you a $10,000 bag, that's the same as another nigga buying you a Happy Meal. So is
I
it
know,
really
you're right.
super duper duper thoughtful when it came? They might have had their assistant buy you that fucking bag. They didn't pick out the color. They didn't say, yo, she like this style over this style. When I'm shopping for my girl, I know what my girl likes. I know what my girl don't like. I'm buying shit that I know my girl would appreciate and like because that's her style.
Yeah.
Another nigga might have had his assistant buy you a bag. So is it really thoughtful?
Again, it depends on who the person is giving it.
Yeah.
I do. I think it really depends.
So the nigga that's spending his time.
the gift itself is not the part that's the actual material thing is not like you said, it's the thought. But the thought is predicated and based on who the person is that's buying it.
I agree.
Somebody that cannot afford to buy themselves a Rolex who buys his bitch
Yes,
a Rolex.
I agree.
That's thoughtful because he knows he'll give her something and he'll go without something so she can have
sacrificial.
something.
Or
It was
let's
sacrificial.
So it's not about the Rolex.
Wait.
That's my
I was about to
point.
say,
I
can we
agree
make
with
it
that.
more like relatable, like a lace wig? A
All
man
right.
never wants. Can we? Them lace wigs be expensive. No, because we talk about rollies. The lace wigs be expensive for the girls.
Starting at $900, and that's
and-
before you even took chalk up.
That's without the install.
Yeah.
So a man paying
It's just a hair.
look
Yes. A good full-
lace wig
yes.
is like $7+. Look at his face. So that's what I'm saying. So let's make it
That's
more
why
relatable.
that's why sometimes girls will go from the full frontal to a little weave action because
them shits is
this shit is
expensive.
pricey.
I gotta watch that shit.
It's pricey.
I gotta make sure
It's
that
pricey
the
and
knots are dyed
It's
again.
dummy. What you talking about?
No, it's not. Don't do that. Don't do that.
it's not dummy.
Don't do that. See,
pricey.
You know what?
It's pricey.
Ish, I
Y'all
wanna
say
thank
y'all
you
will
so
say
much
y'all will
for-
say it's dummy, and men will go and blow $1,800 on a hoodie. Like
on
stop
a hoodie. Thank you.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear
That
it.
hoodie is gonna stay with me till.
And so is that
lace.
so is that wig.
So is that wig.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
You
don't-
can rewash it.
Oh yeah,
And reinstall
that's why
it.
it's
Yeah,
so
that makes
expensive.
sense
It goes on the
didn't know.
the
That
wig.
makes sense then.
Yeah,
No,
it
that
goes
makes
on the
sense.
head. Yeah.
I thought it was a temporary.
No.
Ish, let people know where they can find you on social media.
Please.
We out of here.
Follow Ish and all of his Ishapy and foolishness.
Go ahead, tell them. Go ahead and lick your lips, look into the camera.
I hate Mandy so bad.
Hey, Carl, can we get a zoom in on can we get the one shot on Ish?
Oh, we ain't doing that. You my guy.
No, he's our guy here
That's
on
my
See
guy,
the Thing
too.
Is. So go ahead, look in the camera and be like, so you could find me.
Yeah, you so stupid. Yo. That's
Not with this
Ish.
music.
That's that.
Not with
Ish.
this sexy jazz piano in the background.
It's not.
It's the most light-skinned ass shit you could have possibly played.
Oh man.
Well, I want to thank all of y'all for tuning in. Make sure if you
Yes.
haven't yet, we are on Patreon. That's right, patreon.com/See the Thing Is
Yes.
Pod. Follow us everywhere. We love tweeting with y'all. We are also on Discord.
How much is y'all shit?
We go up to 15 because 20 is way too much. Y'all are rich.
What y'all doing for 15? Some OnlyFans?
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. So our $15 tier, we give them more than the JBP does. At every 3 months, they get merch sent to them. So they get See the Thing Is merch every 3 months.
Yep.
And then they also get our Make It Make Sense segment.
Not make it make sex. We don't make it make sense.
We don't make it make sense. So it's Make It Make Sense, where we kind of sit and talk to all of our industry people and talk about like their journey from going to whatever maybe job they had to where they are now in the industry. So one of the most recent episodes, we had Kenny Hamilton on.
Yeah.
So that was really
interview
dope.
me?
Excuse me?
You gonna interview me?
We would love to interview you.
Okay. We're talking about building houses.
Go ahead. Yo.
We're talking about going
Stop
from real
watching
estate to
Joe.
pod.
I would like to learn about that, so that way I can continue on my I don't need a man path. Teach me how to build a house. Ish.
Well, actually,
rental real estate.
I was gonna say,
Take you
but
right out of that man
rental
bag.
real estate.
But also right now
Rental
may
real
not be the
estate.
time because there's like backlog on everything, bitch. Everything's expensive. Everything's waiting. Like my friend right now is building a
Crazy.
home in Atlanta. She actually just bought 2 lots. So she's building 2 homes, one her forever home, one that she's going to rent. And it's just,
It's not even gonna be her
Dealing-
forever home.
Well,
She gonna get she's like in the habit of real estate. That's what
is.
always happens. Almost every person I know that starts into real estate is like, oh yeah, well this will be my forever home and this will be the one that I decide to flip. And then you end up flipping that one too. You're like,
'Cause your
nah,
level
fuck
ups
it.
come.
Because your
I was
level
about
up
to
come and
say,
you just want to keep
your level
going.
the same way we go
Yeah.
from not wanting kids to wanting kids with our
level
very
ups
next
come.
niggas.
Your
So
level ups
there's that.
I don't know if wanting kids is to level up. But
Okay, no. Oh, you're right. Them things is
expensive.
trash.
No, they're
Fuck
just
them
Not
kids.
expensive once you've leveled up.
Fuck them kids.
No, they're still
If
expensive.
I was filthy rich, I'd have like 10 kids.
fuck.
That's how men feel. Women don't feel that way. A
Yeah,
lot of
because
women,
you don't
a lot
really
of
have to
women
take
don't
care of the
feel-
kids.
That's not true.
Men
That's not
don't-
true.
I mean, I'm gonna just say it.
It's not
Y'all
true,
ain't
but
gotta
women,
say it, but I'ma say it.
women are more likely to feel guilty with trying
Wait,
to
wait,
pass their kids off on somebody.
Y'all
than
saw the
to-
thing. Speaking of therapy and kids, y'all saw Nick Cannon's therapist told him he should be celibate after having these 7 children. And I'm just like, the idea that celibacy is the answer, as if condoms is not, is quite hysterical coming
You
from.
could pull your dick out. You grown.
Okay, pulling your dick out does not stop you from having kids. How old are you? The pull-out game does not. We're not. All right, we're talking about the pull-out method
Mandy,
now.
you're
With
bugging.
you're 50. You think the pull-out method works?
I'm 45. I have 1 child.
You know what? What we're not gonna do is this.
And I've had a lot of hump in my life.
This is what we're going out to, y'all.
Now we're really leaving.
Now we're really
leaving.
Now we're really leaving. Guys, thank y'all so much.
Pardon me.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in to See the Thing Is. We love you. We have a very, very, very special guest coming next week. Y'all know we are approaching our 1-year anniversary here on See the Thing Is.
Hey, yo,
Yes.
I'm
And I
only
wanna
one
thank-
very.
Excuse me?
I'm only one very.
I mean, you're
I
goodbye.
hate you. I hate
Bye.
you. Very, 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 very,
Never-
very.
We will
very,
have
very,
more
very,
melanin
very.
on the couch next week, possibly. Because all these lights.
I know this is 2 weeks in a row where it's like it's giving all things yellow.
It's giving light skin grenade.
It's a lot of light skin brigade happening right now.
I said grenade, didn't I? What is a grenade?
It's not anything at all. It's not a word. It's cool. I was gonna let you have it. You be accusing me of being a grammar bully, so I'm gonna let you,
You
have
are,
it.
bitch.
I am. It's important, and you know what's? It's really because I don't want you sounding or looking stupid. I just don't want you doing
that
it.
bank
I
account
want
don't
you
look
to be great.
stupid. All right. Well, anyways,
Well, if you can't read,
not according to R. Kelly, but all right,
Or
guys,
Floyd.
or Floyd. All right, we're out of here, guys. See ya.
Shit, Brian, yo.
I'll see y'all next week.
Speaking of, you know what's crazy?